Hey everybody, it's me, Melody. Welcome to my stream. You guys know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button. I'm so sorry about the delay. I was having internet connection problems. Yeah, I'm sorry to keep you guys waiting. But let me say hi to everybody in the chat before we get into this topic. Hi, Lando Carisson. Salute to you. And yes, get those likes up, everybody. Please get those likes up, at least to 100. That's all I'm asking. Hey, Capone, salute to you. Oh, there we go. Salute to you. Thank you, Game Changer, for that. My internet wasn't working, but I'm back up. So let's get this started. Zone says super chat Melody so she can get better internet. Exactly, Zone. You know I got the struggle Wi-Fi. I mean, that's nothing new. I've been had struggle Wi-Fi since I started. I hate T-Mobile. It's the worst. But anyway, let's get into this. Are Black women mean or are Black women misunderstood? I'm going to drop the link before I get into it. So if you want to come up and talk about it, just hit the link and we can have a conversation. Okay, so I do feel that Black women we are kind of misunderstood because a lot of times Black women go through a lot of things, people already look at us like we're beneath them only because of how other Black women act. Like most Black women, they act really ignorant. They want to argue, they want to fight, they want to twerk on the internet, so to other people, all Black women are the same. So a lot of times Black women don't smile. They walk around like, like you owe them something, So it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. I do think they're misunderstood because like I said, people look at them like they're trash. But on the other side of this, a lot of Black women are trash. And a lot of Black women are mean. I've experienced some really, really mean, trashy Black women in my life. Like customer service, you go to get a hamburger from somewhere, they don't even give you a smile. They have attitudes. A lot of Black women are mean to their kids, and that's a topic I want to talk about. Black women are not nice to their kids. But when you look at other nationalities, like, all right, so as you guys know, I went to Puerto Rico this weekend. And, they don't really treat their kids how Black women treat their kids. Black women will beat their kid for any and everything. Trust me, I've had friends growing up that got their asses whooped for looking at their mother wrong, So that's one thing Black women do. They beat their kids. They're mean to their animals. They're mean to their husbands or their boyfriends. And a lot of times that's why a Black woman can't keep a man, because of her nasty attitude. But, I guess, I don't know. I want somebody to come up here and let me know what they think. Do you think Black women are mean, or do you think Black women are misunderstood? So I'm dropping the StreamYard link. Hold on one second. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So recently I went into a Jamaican restaurant. Hold on, let me go down. I went into a Jamaican restaurant and I sat down. I was about to eat my food, and it was this young, I would say the girl was probably like 18, a little chocolate, gorgeous girl. She came running to grab the door behind somebody. So she grabbed the door and she held it open for another lady. So this lady was like, "What, you in a rush?" And she was like, oh no, I was trying to grab the door, you know, because it was an older lady. She grabbed the door for her. And she was like, you pushed me out of the way. The girl didn't even touch her. So the girl was like, I'm sorry, ma'am. I was just trying to grab the door. This lady literally told her daughter to get in the car because she don't want her to see what was going to happen. She said, get in the car. Literally, this lady got in her face like, what? What's up? The girl was like, wow, ma'am, I'm only 18. I'm not going to fight you over anything silly like this. But this is how our Black women are, you know? So I don't know if we're like they're misunderstood. A lot of times they are. But I mean, I'm going to say a majority of Black women are like that. So let me read some of the comments. 1 second. Oh, and another thing. A lot of Black women also are probably tired of Black men dating other races of women. Now, me, I don't mind. I don't really care who you date. Actually, I say go where you're appreciated. You know, if Black women don't appreciate you, and if Black women are gonna be nasty and treat you mean, don't date them. Go overseas, date somebody who's gonna be submissive and who's gonna be there for you. Because a lot of times a Black woman will not be submissive. A Black woman wants to be the man of the castle. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, I don't mind Black men dating out. But some women, I can't remember what I was watching where the Black women were like, oh, these are our men. Why would they date this white trash? Why would they date other races? They can't handle a real woman. I've also heard them say what they say. They're not real men. They're punks. Like, that's another thing that Black women love to do. They love to shame. So yeah, they're really not the nicest people. Okay, so hi, Sir Abadayu. Welcome. Hi, Sean. Okay, I'm trying to read some of these comments. Give me a second. Here we go. Trying to start from the first one. No Cupcake Zone says, like twerk idiots. Exactly. All you see when you turn on the internet is Black women twerking. Like, that's all they do. Instead of catering to their men, they rather shake their ass and twerk. You know, they want to sexualize themselves. And a lot of times I hear Black women say, we're the most sexualized. That's because we're sexualizing ourselves. That's nobody's fault but Black women. So Black women hate to take accountability for things that's their fault. So, yeah. Nope, they know exactly what they are doing. Exactly, no Cupcake Zone. I think they know what they're doing. Hi, Aaron B. Sorry. Hey, Aaron B. Salute to you. The sisterhood about to cancel you. Oh, they've been canceling me. Trust me. I don't really have a lot of sisterhood friends. They call me Pick Misha every chance they get. Like I said, Black women love to shame and to use shaming language. Josito, to fly, welcome. Hey, Kevin Murray. Mean to their kids? Black women are killing them now. Exactly. Like, it was a story I heard. I think a Black woman drove her kids into the ocean or something like that. Yeah, but if you think about it, Black people didn't used to do things like that. You know, they will always say, oh, that's something that Becky would do, or, you know, but now the Black women are killing their kids. I actually have a friend who had a sister that her mother beat her to death. Like right now, we're the same age, but back in the day, her mother beat her sister to death. So yeah, it's really no joke. Eisen says women can't be understood by men, and it's foolish to try, but they're bitter, and that's their problem. Exactly, they're bitter. Like I said, they want to be the man. They want to be the king of the castle. So they're not going to listen to what other people got to say about them. Definitely. So yeah, they are bitter. Hey, King Grady, welcome. Let me see what else we have here. Any new comments? Sean says, I think it's an individual problem than a groupthink problem. And that way they're misunderstood. Yeah, that's what I meant. When I started, I said, a lot of black women make us all of us look bad. Like, yeah, I'm attractive, but men might look at me like, oh, she's black. I don't want to approach her. She might have a nasty attitude. Even though I am smiling and trying to look approachable because of other black women, men are not going to want to approach me. And that's just that. I mean, I do get approached, but got some guys you can tell like they want to approach me, but they don't know. Like, honestly, I had a guy tell me, oh my God, she spoke back. Because it was a group of men and I was walking by and they said, how you doing? I said, hi, how are you? And I was like, yeah, it's a nice day. I was talking. It was like, oh my God, you speak? Y'all speak? I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm not all black women, so you can't really bunch us all in one group. So by that, yes, we are misunderstood. Hey, Zero. Salute to you. Welcome. I'm in Mexico. Yeah, how was it? Is it a lot different in Mexico? Like, I know the Mexican women are more submissive to their men. Like, they listen and they follow, like women should. Whereas with black men, they want to be the leader. They want you to follow them, and that's how black love is not going to work anymore because black men are getting tired. They're actually seeing through this. They're seeing through black women's, excuse my language, but bullshit. They're seeing through it, and this is why black men are going to other countries and saving themselves. Okay, let me see. So I'm going to drop the link again, guys. Somebody come up and tell me what you think. Are black women mean or misunderstood? I need to hear from somebody else. Hey, J-Lock, salute to you. Yeah, but I have a whole bunch of stories about black women. It's crazy. Like, and me being a black woman, if I see this, imagine how other groups of women look at us. Like, I used to have a friend named Edwina. She's Mexican back in the day when we were young. And her mother used to tell her in Spanish, don't hang around black girls. Don't be around black girls. But I guess her mom thought I was like pure Dominican or whatever. So she was like, yeah, stay away from those black girls because they're nothing but trouble. And if you think about it, in all these other countries, when they come here, they all feel like black women and men are a problem, but especially the women, because of how, social media portray us and everything. But, that's how people look at us.
What's happening, man? You about to get canceled by the well, you already got canceled, you said, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, I mean, I've been canceled. But hi, hey, Triple Black, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Game
Um,
Changer.
yeah, but you know what? There's men listening to this, and it's so satisfying uh, to listen to this because everybody has dealt with this. The very caricature that you're talking about, most of them, I would say like 95% of them go out of their way to live up to that whole thing. Like it's
Right.
like the self fulfilling prophecy. Like everything that you see on the movies, they go out of their way to live up to that expectation. Like the all the embarrassing components they embrace. All the degenerate shit is like what they thrive on. I don't know if it's just like some self destructive shit or some some fetish shit. I don't know what it is, but every like negative stereotype is like it's like the battery, their battery, like churning
Yeah.
up, twerking, looking like a thought, like just being non-agreeable. I mean, it's just awful. Beating their kids,
Exactly.
yelling at their kids.
And
It's
not only beating their kids, abusing their kids, beating the crap out of their kids. Like, come on, with extension cords and
yeah. I
crazy.
mean, but the thing is they. I mean, no wonder they don't. They need a blunt and like a whole bottle of Hennessy just to fucking function, because most of them are crazy as fuck. Like, just stupid. No, I'm
Now,
saying is like how many of them do you know, especially in their 20s, that do not live up to that damn expectation of being that twerking, thought that's on Instagram, just combative, just awful. How many of you know that don't live up to that expectation?
not that many. You know,
She'll be a pick me. She'll be a pick me or a pick Misha or something like that if she just act like a woman instead of like a fucking banshee.
exactly. Now, let me ask you this. In some ways, do you think Black women are misunderstood?
Hell no, because they go out of their way to be understood.
Right.
They
But I'm
go
saying,
out of their way to do this. Like it's they almost they the the thing about it is it's like they like all the degenerate shit they embrace. What degenerate shit that they don't embrace? They endure even the niggas that they run into them are be the most ignorant niggas. Like there's a reason like 14 was it like 15% of the population gets most of them pregnant, and usually like
mhm,
those guys are the worst of the worst.
right. And that's
No, I
another,
mean they're not misunderstood. They're exactly what how it was it Denny Green. They are who we thought they were. Yes, like yes,
right.
they're,
And that's
they're
another thing. A
exactly.
lot of them are baby mamas. A lot of Black women aren't married. A lot of
Most
Black
of them are
women,
most of them are baby mamas. Don't say it. Most of them. Like was
right.
it 80% of them?
And
They all
80% of
bring
Black
somebody else's
women,
kid to the table. Yeah.
right, are overweight. Hi, Mahogany. You should come up. I want to hear from you, Mahogany. Definitely. Being a beautiful, fit Black woman, I want to hear from you because a lot of Black women don't stay fit. They like to eat a lot and become fat slobs. So, yeah, I don't know. What about you, GC? What do you think?
So I think that a lot of them are misunderstood, and more importantly, they misunderstand the world,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes from one television and just general media portraying an image, and they're also portraying this image as being something that's received, like the mammy trope, the mammy stereotype. One thing about
Mm-hmm.
mammy, and I think I showed you a video on who mammy was privately, Melody, was that she was welcome, she was embraced, she was loved by all, um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that they think that this is how society wants to see them, and if they are this way, they'll be embraced in a positive. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they don't look at it as ratchet or attitude or anything like that. They look at it as sassy. And they assume that men will see it as sassy and say, "Ooh, that's spicy. I want some of that. I like a little feistiness." They think that that's what men thinking are
But let me
thinking.
ask you a question, GC. Why is it when a Spanish woman, a Hispanic woman is like that, why is she spicy, right? But
Mhm.
when a Black woman has an attitude, it's something else. She's angry. Why do you think that is?
Well, there was a time, believe it or not, and I'll do a video on this. There was a time when it was spicy or sexy or saucy when a black woman did it. Believe it
Oh,
or not, it was a positive. This was before your time, before you were born. But believe it or not, there was a time where the Keisha trope was considered attractive. Um, but like with anything that a woman does culturally, if you add feminism to it, It's just men are just going to run away from it from the plague, like the plague, you know.
Right.
Feminism is like a nasty ingredient that you put into a woman that makes everything she does, even if it was once appealing, become unappealing. For example, if 80% of women with natural big breasts were feminists, men will find themselves unattracted to natural big breasts. I know it's
Hmm.
hard to believe, but we, on a subconscious level, will be deterred by anything that feminism touch. So if you take a group of sassy women and then you add feminism to that group, we're going to be repulsed. And the sass is gonna look like, you know, something that's really not that sassy. It's just like it's just like a stain, you know.
Right.
It's just
They,
like a
you know what,
stain. Yeah.
Game Changer? They've been reduced to a fetish, basically. When they act like that all the time, that's almost some fetish shit. Because
Well, yeah, but it was
that's
a
only
fetish that was more commonly embraced at a time. It's
right.
just that now nobody fetishizes feminism. Like, I mean,
But no,
no
I
matter
mean,
what a
who
man's
wants?
fetish is, if you add feminism to it, it's going to be, you know, men are going to be put off by it.
Who wants to go to
Right.
war every day? I
Exactly.
might want to go to war in the bedroom, like maybe a couple of times a week. But I'm going to war every fucking day with you. Fuck no, that's not that. Nobody. What man wants that? They go to war every goddamn day.
Well, let me
Exactly.
real quick. Let me
Exactly. That's what.
also.
That's when
Okay.
Spicy got into Ratchet. That's when Spicy turned into Ratchet, and it'll happen the same way to Latin women. You know, women throughout the Spanish diaspora, if they embrace feminism, it's still spicy when they do it because they don't embrace feminism like that.
But what
You know,
about the
like the
ones?
men know that, yeah, with all the, you know, spicy, you know, the Latin spice and stuff, and at the end of the day she's gonna cook me some, you know, whatever ethnic food that I like. So, you know, she's going to raise the kids right. So it really doesn't matter.
Real quick, GC, but what about the Hispanic women here in America who's embraced feminism? I see a lot of them being called spicy still, even though they're feminists.
Okay, it's not
They
they
code
haven't
switch
done
though.
it
They code
to a large
switch.
enough scale to affect their overall reputation. If they ever do that, then they'll find themselves in the same position that black women are in, and they don't want to do that.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
they don't. But unlike
No,
us,
yeah.
well, unlike us, they get fresh influxes of, you know, first and second generation Spaniards from all over the world to, you know, to recharge the reputation where we don't.
And
You know,
plus,
there isn't
and
like a
plus,
country full of African Americans that's just renewing the culture from time to time.
no, and plus, they will find themselves on the street. They will find themselves on the street, and plus, those communities have the backbone to shame their women. Like it's a major stain for you to be a baby mama if you're Spanish. It's a badge of honor if you be a baby mama if you're a black woman. So they find themselves on the street with bad behavior really fast. You know, if they can make it up out of that, they can be the baby mama and make it with another opportunity. They act right. That's the only thing with us. Nah, they think that they deserve like 5 mistakes, like 5 baby daddies, and then finally they'll get it. No, the Spanish women realize they don't. They're very on a short leash. It's already a major stain when you're already carrying somebody else's child. You know what I'm saying? It's a major stain already. You know, so they already know they have to act right. You don't get that many chances in those communities. You know what I'm saying? Because those societies really shame their women. Like they really do. Like
Mm-hmm.
we don't. We embrace the shit.
But
We embrace the
Bronxburg got a
barbarities.
point. PRs and Dominicans be baby mamas all the time. Go to the Bronx, come to New Jersey. I mean, they have overweight baby mothers all the time. I really want to know why is it that they're spicy, but black women have attitudes. But let me hear from Mahogany. Hi,
Hey,
Mahogany.
girl.
Hi.
Hi. I just
Thanks
want
for
a minute, you guys.
coming.
I just want a minute with Melody. The last, it's been a long time, and the last panel we was on was Alfie, so it's been months, and I wanted to tell you for the longest, congratulations on your monetization and your growth of your channel.
Thank
And
you.
yes, and I did message you, and you responded, and I am going to contact you. I do want to do an interview with you, and like I said, I'm if you're interested, I'll definitely come over here and do an interview too. So we'll talk more behind the scenes, but I just want you to expect it from me. Expect like an email from me.
Definitely. I can't wait.
Awesome. Oh, go
So
ahead.
what's your take on this whole thing?
Well, I'm probably on that. What's the title again? I just hopped up. I saw you and I just hopped up. Tell me, I'm
Okay,
not looking at it.
so are Black women really mean, or are we like misunderstood?
Oh, I've talked about this. So this is the thing. I talked about this a little bit in my own channel. Of course, I don't think any woman is inherently mean. I think that unfortunately in our community, here I go, yes, in our community, there's so many things that a lot of Black women are dealing with, and this is not excuse, this is just the truth. So think about this. If I'm married and I have a husband to help me with bills and make things easier on me, I'm probably going to be a lot happier of a person, right? If I have a job where I'm making a decent income, I'm probably going to be a much happier, less stressed out person. Even physically, my health is going to be better. But if I am in an environment that's very toxic and just everything around me is toxic, my upbringing, and I'm stressed out, I am a single mother, let's say that's the case, naturally, I'm going to tend to have more of an attitude than the suburb mom. I mean, even if you take race out of it, that's a correlation that women with that are more financially stable, they have less stress. So it's not to make an excuse. It's just to be kind of expected. For instance, when I go through a fast food joint, I already know there's a chance I might deal with somebody with an attitude. But you know what I'm saying? But I meet them. I'm like, okay, this sister is probably having one of those days. So I try to meet them with love, even though they might meet me with a bunch of attitude and this and that. But the way I look at it is I'm not in her position. I don't know what her situation is, and so I don't take it to heart. And that's my suggestion to Black men when they come across Black women that might have an attitude. Don't necessarily take it so personally that you think it's just her the way she is. It might just be that she's having a bad day. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't let anything ruin my day.
Right, but why do you think Black women always have a frown on their face? Like they're never smiling like other women. Like
oh, go ahead, Boo. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Like even with other women, when they're having a bad day, a lot of times they're still smiling. They're still nice, you know. But with Black women, we tend to carry this nasty attitude 24 hours a day. We're never smiling. We're never happy. So do you think that plays a part in what you were speaking about?
No, that statement that we never smile, that we're always unhappy compared to other races, that is a huge stereotype. I know that the people in the chat won't agree. I'm sorry. But I'm a very honest person. I just speak the truth as I know it. Like for me, I get told this all the time, that I'm very energetic, that I'm very happy, very pleasant person to talk to. Because I genuinely am, and my friends are too. So I really think sometimes with some people, it might be your environment and the type of people you're used to being around.
I think it's a default disposition that you guys live up to all the damn time. I think that's what it is. It's a default disposition, and you feel like, I guess you're entitled to have that disposition, even though nobody did shit to you.
So what makes it you're supposed to be mad? Is it our melanin that makes it automatic? Is our black?
No, it's programming. It's programming. It's just them programming. Like, you're supposed to be that bitch, that bitch, all the damn time.
So I want to answer your question, Mahogany. Yes. When you say what makes it default, what makes it default is society not calling out such behavior, and just kind of saying, "Oh, she had a bad day," or "Oh, Basically, I think that too many passes are given. For example, you mentioned the waitress. So let's just say, you come across with a waitress with an attitude, right? And we give her a pass because, Black woman, sister, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now she feels like she has the ability to sustain that attitude. However, what if you come across a woman with an attitude, and then you say, "Excuse me, may I speak to your supervisor?" And then you call the manager over and be like, yes, I would like to have another waitress, please. This one's attitude is subpar. Now she is accountable. Now she learns to, like an adult, leave her situations at home and behave like a professional at work.
Can I tell you something? I want to tell you a couple of examples. You're right. And of course I'm human. I've had bad customer service. I've had to report people, but guess what? They weren't always Black women. Sometimes it might have been somebody else.
No, you should report anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest. It really depends for me because I've not that I'm all, because I'm not all that, but I've been there where I had nothing. I've been there working the minimum wage job, divorced parent, doing everything on my own, stressed out, going to school at night, literally getting 4 hours of sleep. I've been there, so I think I'm more understanding because I've been there before. However, I agree with you. People need to be accountable for their. So I'm not always going to take crap off of you. But like I said, if I'm driving through drive-through and it's a teenage girl and she has a little bit of an attitude, I'm not going to let that ruin my day. However, there was a situation that I had, true story. This was years ago, but I had a boyfriend and he was gone. He was out of town, but I was helping with he had 2 siblings, younger siblings, and I was taking them to school, picking them up, kind of helping them out. The mom was kind of sick and stuff like that, so she couldn't do it. And anyway, I had his little sister with me in the car, and she had an asthma attack. Now, I'm in the medical field now, but at that time I was young. I had no idea what to do. I thought this little girl was about to die on me. So I swerved into the gas station, ran in there, and I asked the gas station attendant, I said, I need your phone. I need such and such, she's having like an attack. She can't breathe. Like, I need help. Please, please, please let me use your phone. And the lady looked at me and said, no, that's not allowed. I'm sorry, you can't use my phone. And I lie to you not. And let me tell you, I got her ass good. She lost her job, but let me tell you what happened. So I'm like running around, frantic, crying, going crazy, think this little girl is gonna like pass out and die on me. I go back to the car and I'm like trying to get her to take deeper breaths because she was gasping. I was freaking out. I'm literally running from car to car, probably scaring people to death, like, help me, help me, help me. Finally, somebody agrees. They give me the phone. We call 911. We get EMS. She's okay. We get her to the emergency room. But my point is, now you want to talk about somebody who was furious at that heifer in that gas station. I left. I met them at the hospital. The next day I came back to the gas station and I asked to speak to management and I told them what happened. The manager already knew because they said that there actually was somebody in the back that overheard the whole thing. I don't know if they were in the cooler. I don't know where they were, but they said they heard what happened because I did make a scene. Anyway, to bring this whole story to a close, she lost her job because, first of all, even if it was policy, that little girl could have died. And so that's the type of thing that's just unacceptable. But somebody having a bad attitude, I'm not gonna let that bother me.
Yeah, it's not a matter of letting it bother you. What I'm saying is, and that's a small example. That's more like an individual, hit or miss. But society has looked at Black women a certain way, and they haven't been really held to the same standards as everyone else. White people generally don't hold them to a standard because they say they don't want to be seen as racist, and Black men don't hold them to a standard because we want to sleep with them, and we pretty much want to sleep with anything, and we also don't want to be seen as sexist, or we don't want to hear the push, but your mama Black, this, and this. So no, society at large really don't hold them to a standard, and a lot of what you see is unchecked behavior.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? If you guys want to run a little test, like, and you can tell it's programming. Like, if you have a conversation with a Black woman, right, and you say like any words that trigger any type of compliance or implies any type of compliance, it's automatic resistance. Like like those type of words, it just hits them a different freaking way. I don't know what it is. If you like imply they have to comply with something, it's almost an automatic resistance. Like if those words are triggering, like submission, compliance, obeying, all those type of things. Just if you don't believe me, go talk to your auntie right now and say, like, a woman must comply, or a woman must submit. It's going to instantly trigger her. Trust me.
That's a great
I agree.
Black.
Well, and once again, it goes back to what I was saying. If you inject feminism into anything, then it's going to become disgusting after that. And what you're describing is feminism, because they are, they feel like they are nonconformists, or nonconformists at least to a patriarchy, even though they are conforming to, a matriarchal structure. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. But another thing I want to comment, if I may, Melody, on what Mahogany said.
Mm-hmm.
You said that without a man to support them. Mm-hmm. See, and this is how deep feminism has rooted itself into our culture. It's not really a man's job to support a woman, in the sense that you're referring to. It's not a man's duty to help her pay the rent and things like that, or pay the mortgage or something like that. She is the helpmate to him.
Right. But I'm saying they help each other find. If they're splitting the rent and he's helping to pay half, then he's helping her. But you're right. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm just saying the perspective of it is really how. I mean, I know what you meant.
Mm-hmm.
Basically being single has its own stressors. I get that. I'm just saying the wording is more of a kind of like a Freudian slip about how we in Black society see things. We far too many of us, and I'm not saying that this is you, far too many of us see men as a support system to women.
Yeah, I guess some people are like that. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Game Changer. Remember we talked over in Mace, and I listen. I do listen to Melanie from the Clouds. I won't say that we will probably never agree on anything, but we're probably definitely coming. But that's okay. That's really okay. I'm one of those.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I love when people have different opinions. That's what makes a panel,
Exactly.
As long as we don't disrespect each other, everything is good.
Yes, I'd like to know who that talking dot is at the top. I made a comment, but I saw your post. Yeah,
they party a lot.
You did a video. You went live. Yeah,
they did. They were partying a lot and drinking. And the guy told me, he was like, us Puerto Ricans, we literally party for everything. And I'm like, yeah, I see. They were just dancing in the streets. Yeah, but it was fun. It was an amazing.
I heard that. They don't go to sleep. It's not like here where everything closes at 2 a.m.
Well, this is the problem now because of COVID. Everything closed at 12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they're still outside all night. So yeah, it was fun.
Oh, well, I'm not going to bring your panel down with COVID. I did get some bad news. I don't know if I'm going to talk. Well, one of my coworkers was out and I'm going to do a video. I don't give a crap. I'm going to do a video because I need for people to just use their common sense and protect themselves. But one of my coworkers, she caught it. And so I've been working for her. I've been working like extra. And I don't mind that, but I just found out today because she had to leave. I didn't know her mother-in-law was in the hospital. Apparently her mother-in-law caught it from her, but her mother-in-law is like elderly with issues, like health problems. Right. So the way she left work in tears, I'm praying to God. I haven't had a chance to talk to her because we've been calling her, but she won't answer the phone. So I'm praying that her mother-in-law didn't pass away in the hospital. But I was
I'm so sorry about that. Yeah,
I was too. Like, I'm not gonna cry, but I'm really worried about her. Listen, Melanie. I just got off work and I was talking to somebody on the phone and I saw you were live, so I hit the link. But I'm not gonna stay up here long, boo. But I will listen. Of course, I'll hit the like and I'll try and make my way over here. I meant what I said. We'll get together soon, whenever you want.
Okay, definitely. Thank you. Email me. You have my email, right?
You posted it on one of your. Is it still in your community tab?
Yeah, it is. I never took it down.
Wait a minute. Sure. What do y'all mean get together?
Well, I kind of mentioned it. I would like for her to do an interview on my show because I've interviewed all the
crap. My imagination.
Listen, I have interviewed. Listen, I'll be quiet because this is not about me. This is about you. But I've done so many interviews with men in the manosphere, but I actually want to talk to women who are kind of close to men in the manosphere or feel like they represent the manosphere, or, I want to talk to a woman. because I do try to make my show kind of balanced. And then I saw that you interviewed the breakdown, and you had the other lady over here. So I was thinking, if you wanted to, I could come over here and take the heat for a little while if you wanted to.
Oh yeah.
I'm not as popular as they are, but I can handle myself.
No, I've seen you handle yourself very well. And I like that, So
Yes, but I would like to do, just because I want people to get to know me, I would like to do, I don't mind opening up the panel and taking the heat, but I'd like to do more of a one-on-one with you first.
okay,
So people
that's
can
fine.
actually get to, because sometimes when the panel opens, you don't really get to say certain things you want people to know.
Right, exactly. Well, if they start attacking you, I'll take them down. I want it to be like a respectful panel. Like you guys can go back and forth, but no disrespect will be tolerated.
Okay.
So
You're
yeah.
awesome. Well,
Oh,
thank you.
you. And thank you
Yeah,
for coming up.
no problem. I'd be here, girl. I just don't know if I can deal with Game Changer. I just
Really? You guys know. You guys are getting along perfectly.
no. I'm just You know what? I've been picking at him ever since I met him over on Mace Taggart's. I've been kind of like nudging at him a little bit. I can't Game Changer. I came in his chat a couple of times. You remember Game Changer?
Oh yeah, I remember. You thought that I had a thing against dark skinned women. I remember.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, he thinks Rashida Strober's hot.
Yeah.
I think so too. I'm actually let me tell you, I actually got on him about talking about Rashida because I'm friends with Rashida. She's a really sweet person.
Yeah, I know.
I
knew that.
That's the thing.
It's just a image that people don't understand. Like me, I'm a really sweet person, but if you see my videos, you might not, like, if you see the wrong video where I'm going off, you might think, oh, she's really mean, but I'm really not mean. You know what I mean?
You just misunderstood, right?
Yeah.
You're misunderstood. But
Oh,
yeah,
well,
you have to leave now. You don't have to leave now, do you? I want you to stay.
I mean, I could do about 30 more minutes if you want to.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because we need you up here because you're kind of like opposite from everyone,
Okay, cool.
So yeah, but we have a new person on the panel. Hi, Jay Lion.
Hello.
Hello, Melody.
Hi. So what's your take on the topic?
I think that I think it has to do with the culture.
Okay.
I think that I don't think it's being misunderstood. I think because in the West, and it's not just black women. There's even like Dominican women, Puerto Rican women, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even white women too, to a certain extent, but not as much as Latin women and black women. So I think it's worse in those communities because then there's racism and all other different types of stuff, and then you have this feminism stuff where it's just basically like no, there's no really no, the respect for men is just not. It's not there. So if you go back to the home nations of these people, if you go to South America or you go to motherland, those women attitudes are not like how it is but their American counterparts or something like that, is a night and day difference. So, and I think because it's more of a matriarch, in here in America or something like that, so they know they can just act like that, and because a lot of dudes allow it. So if a dude does something, he's in trouble or something like that, the law and stuff like that, you can call the police on the dude. So a lot of dudes they allow the woman just to act a fool or do all this type of things. And I think that I think because guys allow it, so they feel like they can just get away. And I think some of them think it's like having an attitude is like being like being cute and stuff like that, because because I'm saying like outside here, the women are not going to be you ain't gonna be playing that mess in no Arab country or Africa or Latin America. Those dudes ain't gonna be putting up with any of that mess. Man. So I think that it's the environment. That's the environment. So
Okay. Well, do you think it's because?
hmm?
You was borging out. What
What'd you
did you
say?
say? What was the last thing you said? You was borging out a little bit.
I was saying that yeah, I think it's the environment. Nah?
So do you think it's because black men are weak? Like these other men, it seems like they can handle their women. Do you think
Well,
black men just don't know how to handle theirs?
I don't think it's weak. I think it's because it's the environment. Because dudes can't act that way because it's the if they do act a certain way, then they're you get the police called on them and stuff like that, or is it's the environment. So dudes can't just throw their masculinity away or something like that because the women will use the system against them and stuff with like call the police. Oh, this person did this and all that stuff. And I think that it's not and I think that a lot of black men give women a lot of pass something like that because they know um especially in 2020 and stuff like that, even with this Me Too stuff, you do anything, females have a lot of power, in
No.
and sometimes that so I think that's what it is, and I think that um the matriarchy. I think that some of these dudes were raised to be kind of like that. They were kind of raised to be kind of we call it simpish or kind of weakish or something like that because I think like it's the matriarch type of culture and stuff here in America. So even even like the white dudes, you see them a woman go off and act crazy. Oh, okay, what I'm saying, okay, and all this type of stuff. So it's kind of like dudes been trained, trained. What I'm saying? It's like I don't know. It's like that's what that's
Can
what I see.
I want to, and I know Game Changer wants to talk. I want to say a little something about that. I agree with him. I think it's a combination of several things. Okay. One thing, he's right. Definitely a part of the environment. I actually, God, I hate to make this about, but I actually, a friend of mine's from the islands. She's from Trinidad. And she sent me a video because I was thinking of a topic I was going to talk about abuse, but she sent me a very disturbing video. It was a video of a young woman being abused, like abused, like punched in the stomach, dragged down the street. I believe the video took place in Jamaica. Let me tell you why I'm telling you this. In the video, and I still have it, I might upload it. It's so graphic, I don't even want to. I mean, he beat her like worse than a man. And from the video, in the video, there were people standing all around. Something like that would never happen in the United States. Okay. First of all, before the police would even get there, there would be brothers, there would be people coming to her rescue, coming to help her. I mean, it was disturbing. I don't know if she was pregnant, but he gut punched her several times in the stomach. He was dragging her, pulling her down the street. Her clothes were coming like he was dragging her like she was a bag of garbage down the street. It brought me to tears. I'm telling you that. So the environment definitely plays a part. It has nothing to do with men being weak. Second of all, another thing is, and I'm not saying that I'm for that. I think we need laws and regulations because I'm definitely not one of these people that are for people putting their hands on one another. I just think that's archaic and barbaric. I just think that's crazy. I think as adults, we should be able to control ourselves physically, and consequences should be had either party that strikes another party. That's how I feel about it. I'm not down with abuse either way it goes. So the environment, and then also what he was talking about, there's some cultural things there. Um, Cultural things. Um, Give me a second, y'all. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember everything I'm trying to say.
I'm the
Um,
same.
but there was, because I hate just blaming the parent that's there. If there's a single mother and she's doing the best she can, yes, it can happen. I've seen it. I've seen it where a mother can spoil a child and he's not really acting the way he should be acting because he's being babied by women in the family. That does happen. But also with the culture um, of, oh God, it's slipping my mind. There was another point I wanted to make. Oh, yes. So the culture that, like, when you look at a lot of the female rap stars, Love and Hip Hop, all these girls that are really popular. I actually like Megan Thee Stallion. I think she's very talented. But when you look at them as an artist and that persona that they're giving off, that tough girl, bad girl, um, over sexualized persona, a lot of young girls are trying to follow that. That is the culture moving this bad girl. Let me wear my bonnet out in public. Let me not give a fuck about how I look in public type of attitude that's taking over. So I just wanted to say that.
It is, and that's why I say when that's what I was saying earlier. I believe that they're misunderstood because are they misunderstanding society? They think that men actually like that crap, and we don't. We
Yeah.
don't. In fact, if given a choice, all things equal, we almost always go for the not bonnet or the not pajamas. We almost always do. I mean, you two as women who don't wear bonnets know that. You know that you're prepared over the overweight bonnet wearing women. However, they don't know that. I remember I was in my 20s coming from a nightclub, and it was me and two of my friends, and there was a woman who wasn't fat, and she was yelling at me. Lion, you're making some distorted sounds.
Yeah, can you mute up, J Lion? Okay, go ahead, GC.
Thank you. So yeah, there was a woman there, and she was yelling at somebody on her phone, and she at first she didn't see us, and then she made eye contact with one of us. I think it was my friend who's more handsome than I am. She obviously took interest, and she began to be more aggressive with whomever was on the other end of the phone. I think that she was under the impression that she was seducing him. Now she wasn't, and if anything, she was repelling the guy, but she doesn't know that, and I think that that's a misunderstanding that a lot of Black women have. They think that they're seducing a guy, or they think that they're playing hard to get, or showing that they're spicy or something like that. But no, you're just turning us off and making it clear that any attention you get will be during if a man is having a sexual drought.
The bad bee. And we actually agree. The bad bee. That's what I call it. The bad bee girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not really attracted to that, and I don't think that they know that. And it's very hard for women to, maybe not modern women with the internet and everything, but it's very difficult for a woman to determine what a man really wants, because we at a base level want sex. So there's a lot of pretending, and this leaves women confused. Like if a guy is, take me for example, I'm completely impartial. I really don't care, if a woman's about a woman's education. However, if a woman is trying to sell me on her education, I would feign greater interest in that in order to secure my sexual desires with her. Now, she will leave the situation thinking that she can use her academic accomplishments to seduce a guy, but really she can't. I would just as soon, sleep with a woman who works at Hooters. I mean, like I'm really indifferent. I'm almost completely indifferent to a woman's education, but she wouldn't know that. I mean, so I could see how men can be misleading to get to a sexual goal, and a lot of women are misled, and the outcome is misunderstood.
Exactly. So, all right, I'm gonna read the super chat. Snuggles668, thank you for that. She says, or he, Snuggles, are you a man or a woman?
No, that's she.
It's a she.
Snuggles is a she. Okay.
Snuggles.
Is this conversation strictly about Black women, or would you be interdicted? Is that interdicted? Other races, as everyone else does when questions get uncomfortable.
I'm trying to see.
It's not. I mean, we're just talking about Black women and their attitudes, but yeah, other races are included as well. But Black women just are nastier than other women, and I know
Oh,
you may disagree, but see, I had
Well, they have a worse collective reputation.
yeah,
right,
the
but
reputation. Yeah, for sure. The
Yes.
reputation. I'm not saying that it's just. I'm not saying it's. I think it's just a stereotype personally. But go ahead,
Oh no,
sweetie.
it's definitely
you know
earned.
what?
It's
No,
it's it's
yeah,
definitely
like
an earned stereotype. Now, in Mahogany's defense, I will say, and this is as a man, this is as a man in his early 40s, that it has changed a lot for the better. I would say in the last 5 to 6 years, I have
mhm.
seen like a significant improvement. Like I don't see the RBF as often amongst Black women. So
Right.
But
um,
that's crazy. Oh, go ahead, Mel. I don't want to interrupt you,
No,
honey. I
it's
was
okay. Go ahead. I wasn't gonna say
well.
anything.
That's weird though, because if you say it's improved, then how come? And I know y'all hate when I say this, but the complaining or whatever you want to call it has gotten worse.
Well,
Okay.
that's because men didn't complain at all for quite some time. Black men, we just remained silent on it, you know,
Hmm.
for a while. I mean, that's because we haven't had the medium to do so. But I mean,
I mean, like,
and it could be cause and effect, Mahogany too. It could be that it's gotten better because of the complaints.
Oh, I don't think so. This can I tell you something? This that I see going on, and I did not know that me and you are close in age. I'm in my 40s also.
Hmm.
This that I see going on, and me and you are from the same generation. The way I grew up, um, so my father passed away when I was little, and I was pretty much raised by my grandmother and my mother. Um, did have a stepfather later on, but I was raised by some very strong, beautiful women, wonderful women, church going women, right? But the way I grew up, I did grow up under my grandfather, and he was a very silent and strong man. To me, that was the example of manhood. What I see going on all over the internet, just I was taught that men are doers and showers. They're not
Hmm.
talkers. That's more of a female trait. Now, people might hate me for saying this, but that's the way I was taught. That was the generation that I came from. And so when I see a lot of this online, the constant quote unquote complaining, I don't take it as very masculine behavior. Please don't get mad at me, y'all. But
no,
Melanie,
take your
I'm an
mind.
honest person and I don't see it as masculine at all. What do
Hmm.
you think?
Okay, so I don't care in that regard, and for a very, very particular reason. Your grandfather didn't have to deal with the women, with modern women. He simply didn't. If he did, then he would be a different man, as we are different men. However, it would not be in our best interest. It would not be in my best interest to allow you to define masculinity. That will be allowing me to allow you to dictate my behavior. That's not going to happen. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what you're suggesting once again is that we as men just stand in it. I understand what you're talking about, stoicism. I get it. And you find it to be masculine. It's masculine to let certain behaviors go unchecked. It's masculine when a man sees something wrong and not mention or do anything about it as long as the person doing wrong looks like you. I understand how it would be in your benefit for us as men to believe that, but I don't. I'm not falling for it.
Don't y'all sit up here, and I'm not talking about you personally, but just in this space, constantly tell us what femininity is and what it should look like, y'all. And to be honest, I'm always saying that y'all have no business doing that because you're not women.
Mhm.
But y'all constantly do it. But you're telling me I can't do it to you, but you can do it to us. It
Well,
doesn't
you
make
could
sense.
do it. You can do it. However, I'm not going to embrace it. Here's the thing: femininity is to follow a masculine lead, not the other way around. Therefore, if I'm defining femininity for you, then you embrace that definition. If you are defining masculinity for me, then it's a contradiction, and you are not in your feminine way because it is not a woman's place to define men behavior.
Hmm.
However, the opposite is true.
Well, I'll tell you this: the way I look at it, and
Mhm.
this is where our opinions differ. I believe that masculinity and femininity, for the most part, are given to people naturally. So I believe it's something that they naturally have. So you can't tell me what my femininity is because you're not in my skin. You can't tell me what's feminine. That's just your opinion. And let me just say this, and I'm gonna let you talk. For instance, there are some men that like women that are a little bit for instance, I got a friend plays basketball. His girlfriend plays basketball. He likes that about her. She's tall, she's athletic. He likes that. There's some men that like a smaller, more petite, or a larger woman. So I think if women were to listen to men, especially if they're not their own men, they would drive themselves crazy trying to please them and be this image of femininity instead of just being in their own true femininity that's natural to them.
Yeah, I'm not your man. So you can listen to me. No, you say especially not your own man. Like I'm not your man. Therefore, and I know quite personally that I'm never going to have sex with you. So you can understand that my opinion is actually to help you, not for any sexual gains that you think that I might be going after. But you can take it with a grain of salt, and you can always listen. There are some companies that hire people with straight Fs that or who graduated at the bottom of the class. I wouldn't recommend that anybody give their bare minimum. And yes,
even if we were going to have sex, or there was a possibility of us having sex, if we were dating, I would not allow you to define my femininity. I think a weak woman.
Women are supposed to be weak. That's why they're called women.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. Yes, we are the weaker sex, but I'm talking about maybe I'm misunderstanding you. What do you mean when you say you have the right to define my femininity? What are you talking about? Tell me
exactly that. So say if we were on a date, right? And I were to say something like, actually, it's unladylike for you to allow me to walk through the door first. I hold the door open for you and you walk through it. Or if I were to say that it's unladylike for you to speak directly to the wait person, just tell me what you want and I will relay that message to you.
Oh, God help me.
I love this. I love this right now.
In mind. I'm bubbling up right now just listening to it, Melody. God bless you.
No, I mean, hey, I got a difference of opinion. That's cool. But I like the fact that you guys are having this conversation. It's just funny to me.
Honestly, no shots taken. And I know what he's talking about. And I know you got other people and I know you got super chats. I just want to say this. So I grew up like that too, where like when we would walk to school, my male cousin had to walk on the outside and we all had to hold hands and he had to walk on the outside because he was the older, larger one, right? We know that. And I have been on dates where men want to order. I personally, I just, that takes me back to the 1950s and I just don't want to go back there.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The problem. No. When you was talking about earlier, support and we're single and we pay our own bills and stuff like that. You do want to go back to the 1950s. You do want to watch a black and white TV and soap operas and mop my floor and get me a sandwich and wear an apron. That is what you want to do. But instead, you out there blizz blazzing and hemming, at some desk behind some computer or something like that. Yes, you do want to go back to the 1950s. We all do. Yeah. You want to be, and stop pretending like you don't. Stop. You was talking, all this jive about, your grandpa and the strong silent type, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, guess what? He was from the 50s. See, that is what you want. Deep down, that's what you want. You want to be able to put your last name on the mailbox and everybody in the neighborhood know that each and every single person in this house has that name. There is no halves, there is no steps, there is no mix, there's nothing strange. You want that. Stop pretending like you don't. And you want to know how you get that for future generations? It is by allowing him to order the damn food.
I would like a man to order the food for me. Call me crazy, but
you're not crazy. You're a woman.
I don't mind that.
As long as he's not making the decision on the menu, like telling me to have the salad because I'm overweight type of mess, then I guess so. I don't want him to do that to me.
What?
Well, let me just say this. I would rather him tell me I'm overweight, and I want him to help me with it. Like, oh, if I want the steak, and he's like, you know what, babe, you need to lose some weight. Eat the salad. I'll be happy. I'll be like, oh, thank you. You know,
Well,
I didn't know that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Melanie, and you stop me whenever because I don't want to take over your show.
No, it's fine. You're good.
Like, well, that's why I want you over to my show. That's why I really want you over to my show because me and you have more in common than you think. Basically, back in my day, I went through that. Hey, Auntie. But basically, it comes to a point, though. I feel like this, in my experience, there's only so much of that you can take, and then eventually you want to be your own person. There might be a day where you, goddamn it, you don't want no damn salad. You want some real meat, and so it's basically that's okay for a time. I did that for a time when I was married to my son's father, but then I had to be true to myself. And so I just don't know how happy a person can be living like that, and also how long something like that can last.
Excuse me, my lady. What did you mean when you just said that? Like being, you had to get out of that because you had to be true to yourself.
Well, I couldn't live my life for him. I couldn't, everything. I felt like I was. Well, okay. For instance, he wanted me to dress a certain way. I wanted to be me. I had to be me. So
no, I don't, because you're not you. No, see, here's the thing. You're not you. You are Mrs. Him. That is what you are. What you do represents him. It doesn't represent you. You are Mr. and Mrs. whatever his name was or is.
That's the same kind of thinking that Sierra has. So therefore, hence, with that mentality, she went on ahead and started shaking her ass and showing it in front, and basically embarrassing her husband.
Well, they look very happy to me. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Sexy Red. I see you in the building. Hey, everybody in the chat.
Hey, everyone. But real quick, I'm going to read the super chat. So Andrew Wilkins said, Black women aren't misunderstood. They're just demonic and dualistic. The whole goddess mentality proves this, and the fact that most Black women are bi.
That's not true. Prove it. I'm tired of these men running around here saying that we bi and gay. That's not true. Most of us are not bi and gay. Show me statistical numbers that actually are factual that we're all bi and gay. Stop it. In your fantasy, you wish we were all bi and gay.
And you missed the part where you said demonic too.
No, I just didn't pay that no attention because my thing is people say things all the time, but there's no fact, there's no truth in it. Because if you hold true that's like me saying that about Black men. Well, what makes them demonic? Are you saying that two Black people getting together, making love makes them and creating a Black woman child makes them demonic? That's craziness. So
have you not heard what they was talking about in Clubhouse?
No, I don't. I'm old school. I don't listen to a lot of crazy things online.
You old school, but you don't want to go back to the 50s?
No, not to everything. Everything should not be. There were a lot of things. We was riding in the back of the bus. There was a lot of things happening in the 50s that I don't want to go back to. Oh,
no,
Lord.
I'm not talking about
me.
that.
They're talking about me. Go ahead, Melanie. I'm looking at your super chat, boo. Go ahead, honey.
Oh, okay. Andrew Wilkins said, who is the chick saying the Black women being evil stereotype isn't based on fact? Black women terrible attitudes match their whole level. Black women been wilding out on Pornhub, World Star, and now OnlyFans en masse.
Mm-hmm. Along with other women too. Mm-hmm. Sure enough. Along with other women too.
Yeah, but a majority, let's be real, majority is Black women, unfortunately.
I would have now. World Star is a media that was for Black people, so of course the majority on World Star are Black. OnlyFans, I'm not sure if that's mostly Black, because there's a lot of people on OnlyFans. I wouldn't even say that about Pornhub because Pornhub is it's a mixture of different types of people. So we see people just throwing stuff out there. But thank you, Andrew. Keep on donating to Melanie, and I'm gonna donate to you too, boo, because I love what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to see more. I do want to see more Black women on Pornhub doing more elaborate stuff. Like black women tend to stick to basic, penis and vagina porn. I want to see like more whips and chains as it pertains to black women. I want to see more elaborate made outfits and things like that.
I don't. Pornography. Oh, I have that. That's a whole different. And you men need to stop watching it. It's from hell.
No, I
You
don't.
men, you
I don't
watch
care.
it and you try to use it on us, and it's just horrible. It's horrible.
I don't use it on you. Oh yeah, I do. But I need fresh ideas. No, it's nothing wrong with it. And how is it from hell when it brings me to heaven? No, porn is great.
I'm gonna be honest, and then I don't want to hog anything. I want the other people to talk, but I mean, a little bit of. I think it can help spice up, especially when you've been in a relationship a long time. I don't think I do not think there's anything wrong with it, especially if you and your partner are watching it together. I have an issue when like if you're watching it all the time or without me, then there's a bit of an issue. But anyway, what's up, y'all?
Hey, girl.
I think that if your husband watches it without you, he shouldn't tell you that he watched it without that. Like that, it's supposed to be a secret for a reason. However, it's a don't get mad. Just know that it happens, and if you happen to see it like left on the computer screen, just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Yeah, but most of the time, the women are nothing like the wife or the girlfriend on the porn.
What's the point? And then just make a sex tape. Like you just have sex. I just have sex with my girl. The whole point is to watch something you're not doing. For example, I went into this hole a couple of months ago. I went into this whole like rabbit hole to where I was watching this Brazilian porn, and it was these Brazilian women with their shoes on and with their clothes on, just stepping on other women. Just stepping on their face and walking on them and crap like that. And I don't do that in real life. And these women didn't look like my girl, but it's like, oh crap, this is something interesting. They're not even having sex. I don't know why I'm aroused, but I am. That's what porn is for. It's for the stuff that you don't do in real life.
I love your chat, Melanie, honey. They say I'm single. They say I'm below average, honey. I'm dying.
This is more that. I mean, you know, you're not.
No, girl. I lie to you not, Melanie. You get to know my personality better. I'm one of those weird people. Like I have a pretty good sense of humor.
No, I would like you on my channel a lot more. You bring spice you bring spice to the panel. I appreciate that.
Game changer, like he has me cracking up. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm a funny person. I'm a funny.
But I brought up Clubhouse because I heard a little bit of it. I think it was via through somebody else or whatever. One of the brothers in the Manosphere. But yeah, they was talking, man, in this group talking about how black men need to be wiped off the earth, kind of shit. That shit's evil, man.
It is evil, and it's wrong either way. Like I don't like to see people say horrible things. Like that's not my thing. It's wrong either way. Hey, Sexy Red.
Hey, Mahogany.
Wait, before we go any further, let me just read these super chats. So Snuggle, I don't even have my glasses, so don't mind how I'm reading right now. Snuggle668 says, I don't think people pay attention to the strength Game Changer exude. Women are turned on by it because he does not allow their foolishness at all. That's true.
Well, thank you.
I do agree with that.
I agree.
Yeah, let me go to the next.
This is like stern, like, oh, I'm gonna get punished.
Right.
Hey, forgive me, sis. Though, salute. How you doing? It's good to hear from you, and it's good to hear. Hey, it's good to see you that you're having fun in was it Colombia or Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico, yeah, it was so much fun. I did enjoy myself. But let me just finish reading these real quick. Andrew Wilkins again. He says, Melody, I'm ordering your broccoli and ice cubes on our date. I'm gonna get your waist right, girl. Oh, what you trying to say? I'm fat?
Yeah, is her waist wrong?
Right. No, I think he's saying that because of what I said.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't mind a guy telling me, oh, eat a salad or eat some fruit. I don't mind at all.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Exactly. And hold on, I got a couple of more, I think.
She's in her 40s with a dog. That's all she got to say. No, I'm sorry. I'm just reading.
Did I miss any super chats?
No, it's not super chat. Somebody, J-Lock said that in the regular.
No, I think I missed
Oh,
one.
somebody pays attention to me. I know my whole life.
Oh, here we go. Did I get it? No.
Andrew?
I see it, but I don't see it here. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
Okay.
Hold on. And then we can get to Auntie.
Melody always sounds like she's whispering.
I'm sorry, my voice.
It's
It's
cute. I
femininity.
like it. I like
Thanks.
it. Mhm.
Thank you. Wait, I missed another one. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, here it is. I'll just read it.
Okay.
Andrew Wilkins said, "Game changer. Black women do different things on gaggers, like lick toilets, slurp, throw up, throw up and soda off the ground. Black women act tough, but do anything for white men."
Well, these are women doing anything for money. So what he's talking
Right.
about is a porn genre called ghetto gaggers,
Mm-hmm.
where black women engage in degradation sex,
Mm-hmm.
with these white guys, and some of them has racial overtones. So I haven't. You have to pay for the full thing, but I've seen like their 5-minute snippets.
Why
So,
Why would I want to do that? Why?
Well, I'm sorry. I just want to say this about ghetto gaggers. So I first found out about the true story, in college, doing a report. Type something in the Google thing. Ghetto gaggers came up. I was doing some kind of report on. I lie to you not. Ghetto gaggers came up. And I sat there, I watched it, was very disturbed, went back. At that time, before I switched over to medicine, I was in paralegal. I was trying to be a paralegal. So I went to my teacher. I told him about the website, said I want to take it down. Basically, what I found out when I researched that website, along with they have a lot of other websites. It's a huge thing. You can't take them down. What they're doing is legal, but I will tell you, most of those women are on drugs. Those women are not a good representative of the average black women. So I wish people would stop bringing that up. A lot of those women are sex trafficked and all types of stuff. Those do not represent the average American. Like, stop it. They're drug addicts and they're doing stuff for money. I'm serious. And it's disgusting. I've seen them in cages. And he's right. They'll have oral sex till they throw up and make the women eat it back. They'll be chained, gagged, noosed on a noose.
Oh, they should. They commit bestiality too.
no, it's not. It's not. No, they're humans. It's not a beast pretending to be a human. It's a human pretending to be a beast. And there's nothing wrong with leashes and stuff like that. It's really nothing wrong with what they're doing outside of the race play. But I agree with Mahogany. I do believe that these girls are on drugs, just from the nature of it.
They gotta be crackheads.
When you put a noose on my neck as a black woman, you're not gonna put no noose on my neck. So,
Oh no, not a noose. I was thinking like leash. Like I put a leash on them. Yeah, but not a noose.
And put I saw a woman in a cage eating out of a dog bowl. Like, it's just no woman in her right mind would do those type of things.
Yeah, I don't like the race play, and I hate it when people ask me to do stuff that's race related.
Yeah.
Sexually. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
So let me read this last one. Andrew Wilkins, thank you again. He says stats prove black women are the second. What? Oh, I'm not gonna say the word. Population amongst their group. White men are number one. Ironic, because white men and black women both have the same level of self-entitlement. What do you guys have to say about that?
It's hard to measure the gayness of a group of people. I once championed, and this is probably just like a hidden fantasy of mine, that all women are bisexual, and are at least more so than men. So, yeah.
Oh, say Jihei. We don't want to say that word.
Well, behave, but they definitely are more like a straight woman is a quote unquote straight woman is more willing to experiment than a straight man.
Right.
I do think women are more likely to experiment. I agree with that part. Yeah.
Yeah. So I take it with a grain of salt, and then sometimes I just probably just tell myself and others because I want y'all to experiment. I do.
So let's get to Auntie. Hi, Auntie.
What's up, Melody? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm chilling. What's up, Mahogany, the panel, game changer?
What's going on?
Yeah, what I wanted to do is I just wanted to get to something that I heard. This is what made me come on the panel. When Mahogany mentioned that a man can't define a woman's femininity. I gotta agree with that. The same way a woman can't define a man's masculinity. I think it's a very effeminate quality of a man to think he can tell a woman what's feminine. The same way it's like a failed attempt at masculinity for a woman to be able to tell a man what's masculine.
Nonsense.
I agree with him.
I mean, as a man, you can tell any woman what it is that you're attracted to. You can say, look, that's a very unattractive quality you have. You can't tell her it's not a feminine quality because you're not feminine. You don't know a fucking thing about femininity. You're a man.
Yeah, you can tell you can tell her, hey, you can tell her, hey,
you're a man.
this
What do you know about what it is to be feminine?
Okay, so by that logic, you can say that you can't tell anything about being you can't tell a waiter how to do his job or her job because you've never been a waiter. Or you can't tell a mail carrier how to do their job because you've never been a mail carrier. Now, what if the mail carrier actually just throws the mail in your dog's water bowl? Like you don't actually have to be a mail carrier to know that you put the mail in the slot. Like, so what I'm saying is femininity is to benefit mankind, just like people who are in service to you are to benefit you.
I mean, femininity is to balance masculinity.
Yeah, I can see what
to
you're
the
saying.
benefit of mankind.
Because the only
Well,
equivalency
right quick.
is
To the
masculinity.
benefit of mankind. However, with that understanding that they are to work in that capacity, and you did define femininity, its overall job. So yeah, you are saying what femininity is supposed to do. What I do is I help express how they do it. Now, if I see a woman, in basketball shorts or some crap like that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, it's nothing feminine about saying, like, listen, that shit right there is masculine behavior. Behave in a more feminine way.
That's basically what I was going to get around to. Yeah, the saying.
No, I mean, what you're saying is it's unattractive, but you can't say it's not feminine.
Yes, I can.
Because you don't know. What do you know about femininity?
Right, yeah, yes,
okay, we'll put it like this. I know that if it's masculine, it's not feminine. Therefore, me understanding masculine behavior, recognizing it in a woman means that it's not feminine. So by process of elimination, it's only two things.
Would you let a woman tell you that you're not masculine just for the simple fact that you're doing things that are unattractive to her? Or you're wearing clothes that are unattractive to her? Or you stand in a way that's unattractive to her? Does that make you any less of a man or any less masculine?
No. However, telling me does make her less feminine. It's not her place to tell me.
Then that's why I'm saying for you to tell a woman what's feminine and what's not feminine.
The same.
That doesn't make you feminine.
Men have different roles. Men have different roles. It is our role to tell them what to do and how to behave. Our role is leadership. Her taking a leadership position and using authority that she doesn't have over my penis is her stepping out of her place. It's my place to tell her. It's not her place to tell me. That's what makes us different. That's the difference between masculinity and femininity.
Right. So I want to hear from Sexy Red now. Yeah. Hey, Sexy Red.
Hi.
Hello. I don't have anything.
No, you were about to say something. You were
something. So what is your take on the topic? I want to hear it.
One, I think whoever this Andrew Wilkins is not staying on topic. You keep mentioning it's weird. You keep mentioning porn stars. It has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Can you read
it's just really it's disrespectful.
Well, can you read it real quick for me?
I will not read that. No.
Okay, I'll do it. He says, I know porn chicks personally, like, oh God, lethal lips.
You?
It's known these chicks leave hurt. Can't speak for a couple of days after, sore throat. All right, I get it.
You see what I'm saying? It's not right. I don't see that on male channels. Don't bring that here.
So what's your take on the topic though? Like, do you think Black women are mean, or you think they're misunderstood?
I believe we're misunderstood. Because women take on a lot of different roles, and I think
there you go, girl. Yes,
yeah, we do. We're multitaskers. We have older family members to worry about. We have younger family members to worry about. We have to worry about ourselves. So it's a lot of stuff going on. and sometimes we're just like going through the motions, and and then I find it odd that sometimes we don't want to smile. It's not that we don't have maybe it's just not a good day. It's not that we don't want to smile at you. It's not that we don't want to say hi. It's just that it's a misunderstanding, and you may take it the wrong way. It's just that I got a lot of stuff on my plate right now.
Sexy. I said the exact.
Yeah.
I said the exact same thing. I said.
But Sexy Red, but most of the time, most of the time it's because y'all put all that shit up on yourselves to go through.
But
all
who
that.
else is gonna do it if we don't do it?
You're talking about like taking care of
like family members, yourself, your husband, school, work. You have to make all these, it's so many sacrifices that we make, and the only people that we don't focus on is ourselves. Then we walk around and then you wonder why we're not smiling. Why won't you smile at me? I got a lot of shit going on. Excuse my language. I got a lot of shit going on, and it's not that I don't want to smile. It's just that I'm not really thinking about you. It's not about you when I'm crossing a stranger. It's not about you. I'm in my world thinking about me and what I got to do and what I have to take care of. So if you take it personally that a woman doesn't say hello or smile at you, it has nothing to do with you. She has a lot going on the inside that she's thinking about. That's why when my clients come to me, majority or all my clients are female. I just don't really talk too much because this is the only time that they have to themselves to have that silence, to just sit and be taken care of. Somebody's taking care of them instead of them taking care of somebody else. You see what I'm saying? And talk about what they want to talk about, like how's everything going, how's and people, it's amazing what people will open up and tell you, but I just think we're misunderstood. But when I do come across, like, if I do say hello, I do say good morning to people, because you never know if it can change somebody's day. Sometimes some people feel invisible, so it's good to say hello, how are you, good morning, put a smile on somebody's face, change their day.
I agree with that. It's not required, but it is appreciated. General polite behavior, and I will say that I have seen and I did say this before, an improvement in the last 6 years over the general quality of behavior of Black women.
I agree. I definitely.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
I work with all majority Black women, and I tell you, they are all absolutely amazing. There's never any tussles or any attitudes. We work together very well, and I totally agree with that. What you say?
Yeah, that's why I said it's not all of us, but it's a majority. And somebody was saying even other women, when they're going through things and they have problems, they don't take it out on a world like Black women do. What do you have to say about that?
Facts.
Go ahead.
But if it's a Latina, she's considered spicy and that's sexy. That's the only issue that I have. If it's another race of women, she's stronger, she's spicier, I like her attitude. But when it's the Black woman, she's got an attitude, we don't like it, we shouldn't have to put up with it. So which one is it? Do I have to be a Latina to get
I'm not
spicy
putting
with
up with
you?
I'm not putting up with that shit with no race of woman.
Well,
no masculine energy.
No, I'll express. I'll tell you what I was saying earlier. And you're 38. I have a few years on you, but not many. So Red, the thing is that you're old enough to have seen the 80s and know that used to be sexy. It used to be sexy for Black women. Huh?
It's not though. Don't nobody want to deal with that damn
No, what
day.
I'm saying is it's not anymore. However, there was a time when it was considered sexy, where we liked a little spice. Sugar and spice and everything nice. We liked a little bit more spice than the other groups of people. And so we kind of seen Black women spice as the same as we see modern Latino women spice. We did. However, y'all took away the everything nice and added feminism. And that just messed up the whole recipe. See, it's not the spice that we disagree with or that we find distasteful. It's the feminism. Mm-hmm. You take away the feminism and we will, embrace all of your sugar and spice and everything nice again.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
you got to take feminism out the recipe.
Yeah, because it doesn't get you anywhere with men, honestly.
It doesn't. It
It
doesn't.
doesn't. It doesn't. I've learned so much from this space, so I really appreciate this space.
I think we all have.
I think it's made me a better, like, made me realize, how I could be a better woman to the men in my life,
Like,
That's
so
good.
I
You see, brother in the blue, that is how you teach a woman how to be more feminine.
No, oh God.
Well, I mean, I think she's talking about just opening the conversation. I'll give it to you in a second, Mahogany. I think we also need to be able to put things, even for the audience, in proper context. Like, it's one thing to say that women are mean in relationships, and she can't just say good morning to you, or she's not gonna, do things to help your day go better. Yeah, that can be a very unattractive quality, and it doesn't help to balance your masculinity at all. But just because somebody doesn't want to say hi to you at the grocery store or at the damn or at the gas station or something like that, I know, hey, there are sometimes I go to the damn gas station, I see a beautiful woman, and I just don't feel like talking. I just don't feel like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I sometimes they don't feel like talking. Or just like she said, they might have went through something that day. So that doesn't mean that she's mean or whatever. It's just you got to put things in their proper context, and timing is everything too.
Oh no, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I do too. I agree with you on that, dude.
No, I agree with you on that, brother. I'm not saying that we shouldn't, that a woman who's having a bad day or she isn't smiling, or women are required to smile to be seen as feminine. I'm not saying that at all. Now, however, walking around mean mugging is kind of like a hood, Q dog, Jabari tribe masculine thing to do. But I don't really check women on that because I really, don't care. But it is a bad look that because really people's idle expression is neither smiling or angry. However, if a person, it's weird either way, to be perfectly frank with you. Like if I'm walking in a grocery store and somebody has like a toothy grin, like they're about to take a 1980s picture, I would think that's weird. And if a person, was mean mugging, like they're about to invade China by themselves, I would think that that's weird too. I mean, but
I mean, man, come on, because like if you go ahead, finish, bro.
No, I'm just saying, an idle expression is really something that I would like to see more often, and I am seeing more often amongst Black women. So I really don't have any complaints in that department. But I do, my only disagreement with you, brother, is that, sometimes women have to be coached on what's embraced by men as feminine.
And I'm gonna, man, I wish I could stay up here. You have such an awesome panel up here tonight. Shout out to everybody on the panel. Maybe if you're still on, I told you I gotta make that phone call to my friend. If you're still on, I'll definitely come back up. I just want to say this about the whole femininity thing. I think people have this conception of femininity. I just want to say that, femininity encompasses a lot of things, and everybody, whether you're man and woman, has a little bit of, believe it or not, people don't like to admit this, but a little bit of both to balance things. So basically, yeah, I can be nurturing and all that and kind and sweet, but there's a time, and there's going to be a time, say when I'm defending my child or defending myself, that I'm going to have to spike it back up. So I think the ideas that we have that, femininity is this set thing. Oh, she must wear a dress. Oh, she must do this, or her hair must be like this, or she must have her nails done like this. I think that that's flowable, and I think it changes from person to person. And ultimately, every man has their standard and what they think is feminine and what they like. So women would be driving. I would say this: women, be yourselves, and the man that's for
no. Be who we want to be. Some things are just like jeans, like camouflage fatigues and stuff like that. No, you are to wear a dress. This is California. It's warm here.
Yeah, man. We don't want to see no woman wearing no G.I. Jane shit.
Yeah, exactly. These are things that are universally feminine. A dress is universally feminine. You want to know how? Because men don't wear them. Yep. And I'm not talking about these new, rainbows. I'm talking about, generally speaking, I'm not talking about the Scots. And even those are sexy Catholic schoolgirl dresses, and they call it a kilt. But I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about in general, men do not wear dresses, and that's because it's a feminine thing to do. You feminine, you wear
Yep.
dresses and French cut too, because I don't want to see the line until I see the line. So yeah, these are things that y'all must do. And this isn't just like what men want, some don't, some do, some want. Men always prefer dress on a woman versus pants. We just do. There's some
Amen.
things that we just
Yeah, I
universally
agree with Game Changer.
and I don't care if you have like a refrigerator or something like that. I still want you to cool the pie on a windowsill. Why? Because it's feminine to me.
What? Anyway, this has been. I'm gonna try and come back. I really will. But regardless, I'll be listening. And this is great. Great conversation. Okay. Peace,
Before you
guys.
leave, I
Sure.
saw you sent me a super sticker. Thank you. Thanks for the super sticker.
You're welcome. You're
We
welcome.
appreciate it.
All right, I'll be back up here, and if I can.
Okay, yeah, come back, please.
All right,
This
peace
is
to
a good
everybody.
conversation.
All right,
Bye.
please.
Yeah,
Have a
bye-bye.
good one.
Real quick. Bye. I just want to say thank you, Jessica X, for the super sticker. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes,
And
and oh, go ahead.
hold on, I had a couple of more. Here go Andrew Wilkins again. I really need to get the sound effects and stuff like that. But anyway, thank you, Andrew. He says, another wrong black woman. White women aren't celebrated for being evil and manly. Just black women are the least feminine chicks and will be until the end of this dimension.
Well, I won't say that. I don't think that anything is permanent. In fact, few things ever are. Like I mean, or else the Roman Empire would still be there. Like I think that this is just a cultural shift that was that happened by feminism. However, until they make that cultural change, yeah, you're going to be on the bottom of the femininity pool, and that's the pool that men sip from. Like that's the pool that we swim in.
Hey, good. That was a good, quick Roman analogy.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. We want the most feminine women, and right now it's an Asian ballerina. So become as close to an Asian ballerina as possible.
Right, and so therefore, and as I was going to say, is that how many of us men have seen like a whole slew of women like just mean mugs, masculine shit. So therefore, the new set of women that come, that we have not come across, that there are showing those same elements, those same masculine elements, of like the mean mug and shit. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, men are gonna want to leave their ass alone. Like, I don't want to talk to that bitch. Damn it, hell, she look like damn it, even though she may not be, damn it, but damn, like, smile, show a joyful, cheerful, feminine energy, man. Like, don't give me that scare like them, like bitch, like you're gonna try to punch me or some shit, bitch.
Right, and even if you don't want to smile and stuff like that, just at least say hello. Like if someone says hi, don't roll your eyes at them, say hi back. Or if somebody says good morning,
Exactly.
say good morning back, right? Or like even if I go to the McDonald's or something and you're serving me and I say, "Oh, thank you. Hi, how are you?" and you're just looking at me like I'm crazy and I say thank you and you just throw the change at me. Like, don't act like that. If I ask you for sauce, you act like it's the end of the world. Here, like no, like I hate that. It's the
I,
worst.
I mean, because it ranges like through all out. You know what I mean? Fucking customer service, all that shit. Like, damn, bitch,
Yeah.
what I do to you, bitch? Hell, I ain't your man, damn it, bitch, that fucked your sister and your mother, bitch. Like, damn, why you mad at me?
Easy on the squares, Ray.
No, I can
Oh
agree
yeah,
with
my
that.
bad, bro.
No, I can agree with that. I mean, look, if you're not if you're gonna have that consistent, you know what I'm saying, chronic fucked up. I'm sorry, I can't use that type of language too much. But if you're gonna have an unapproachable demeanor to you at all times, then yeah, you can't be complaining that, hey, there are no good men out there. I can't find a good man. No men want to date me and all of that other stuff. If you're gonna consistently be unapproachable, that's the reaction that you're
Exactly.
gonna get.
Hey, so some people think I'm masculine. That's fine. But this morning, my guy, he was cooking and I was dancing and being silly and stuff. And that's what to me,
Mhm.
being feminine is about, is having fun, creating a good vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Like you ain't
Just
masculine.
wearing like
You
little
just a little
shorts and
ratchet.
stuff. No,
Yeah,
I'm not
don't call
ratchet at
yourself
all.
masculine. You're very feminine the way you
Yeah, I'm not.
talk.
Yeah,
It's
I
also,
don't.
your voice, the way you present yourself. You're not ghetto loud and clapping. You know how they do. They clap, they snap, they stomp. This is what masculine women do.
See, that's
They're
what I mean.
outside
That's
arguing.
See, believe it or not, Melody, before your day, before you were born, that was hot. The snapping and the clapping
Yeah,
was
it
hot.
used to be cute, but then it was like, now we're doing too much. Now you're doing too much, bitch. Now you're
Yeah,
doing too much. I'm sorry,
exactly.
I didn't mean to say that.
And that's why I agree with Red on the whole misunderstood part. I think that they are misunderstanding, like, because what men want has changed, and they're trying to figure out what men want, and hold on to feminism at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, listen, you can't be a feminist and give men what they want, because what we want is not feminist women,
Exactly.
And also, men don't want overweight women.
and we don't
Not
want overweight
saying,
women.
not
Well,
saying
that's a sign
thick.
of
Like,
feminists.
it's a difference when you're, like when you have a nice body and everything, okay. But when you're like a big round ball, no shape, it's crazy. I don't
Knock
know.
me, knock
No,
me.
I
Not
like big girls, but damn it,
you.
I don't want no round or big refrigerator.
Yeah,
I'm
you don't
good.
want a sack of
Like
laundry.
a round ball. Like, why do you look like that? Where's your hips? Where's your booty? Like, why do you
Where's
look
your
like that?
body?
Right.
Sorry.
It's just crazy.
Or are they built like a giant mushroom?
Exactly. Yeah, but I don't understand. And then did you notice that those are the women with the bonnets on? The round women most of the time?
They got a bad attitude because they
Yeah.
got a bad body shape. I would be mad
Right.
too. You know what I'm saying? What
Exactly.
else are you gonna do? How else are you gonna
Mhm.
get attention?
Right. And then when they do look good, when they do have nice bodies and they do keep themselves, they're on Instagram twerking. They're on OnlyFans. Like, it's too much.
I think for some young women, they're gonna realize as they get older that that is not a good look. And I'm hoping that some of them catch on earlier than later. You have to be real cognizant of what you're placing online. Once it's out there forever.
But sexy red, it's kind of hard though when this whole like Wonder Woman complex is pushed throughout all media, TV, and all that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with both. Like,
Mhm.
there is some confusion as far as the big girl thing goes. I do think that once again, a lot of black women are confused about exactly what men want, because, our, especially as black men, our range of what we are willing to have sex with is far different than what we are willing to, marry and sustain relationships with, over time. So, there's a lot of confusion. A lot of big girls are saying, that men get at me all the time. It's like, yeah, I don't think that your perception of what men want, you should be basing it on guys who are horny and, between more attractive women.
Here we go.
Now, well, I just want to show this. Melanie, if you could share the screen, please.
No, I would have to, while she's doing that, I would have to share. I would have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Just because a man's willing to sleep with you or do whatever with you doesn't mean
Doesn't
he's
mean
willing
he
to
want to
take you.
marry you.
Doesn't mean he wants to marry you. It doesn't mean he's willing to take you to that business banquet or that function, because you can't hang a gown. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna look good in the
Oh,
picture.
oh
You know what I'm
God,
saying?
no. Well, what on earth is that? No, sir.
So this
You know
is
what I'm saying?
part of the confusion that I was talking about before. Now, these women are under the impression that guys want this. They actually believe that they are reasonably attractive and appealing to guys. They're not. They're not at all. Not even close. However, guys aren't telling them that. And furthermore, they're telling them just the opposite, because sometimes they just need something. Sometimes a guy needs something to, hold on to during a hurricane. They need shade in the summertime. So, these are just confused women. They're
No shit.
yeah.
this is what I'm talking about. This body shape. It's like, what? Like, if I looked like this, I would be in the gym every single day, nonstop, eating salads. I wouldn't be outside dancing and celebrating a big girl summer. That's not what I would be doing.
I'm on a diet now. I started
See,
today.
exactly. And you don't even, and you don't even
good
look
shit.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
I think I lost I lost my grandfather like last month, and then I started this
Sorry about that.
class. Yeah, so I could. It was like really hard to cook and get everything that I needed to get done. It just had a lot of I felt like I was kind of in the cloud because I've never known like
Sorry
life
for your
without
loss.
my grandfather. That's my
Yeah, sorry
granddad.
about
That's my
that.
dad. Like my dad. So I think now I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Grief has to be over now because I'm gaining a little weight. So I need to scale it back. You have to pay attention to your body and know like this is my max weight. I can't go past this. If I go past this, it's it's not gonna look cute. So
Exactly.
Yeah,
And see
doing
what's
what you can do to honor his memory. Yeah.
right.
and he would want me to look my best and be healthy. And my dad used to call me glamour girl.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to stay that glamour girl. You don't want to get big and fat and,
Yeah, he wouldn't
So,
want that at all.
yeah, you're
Yeah.
doing the right thing. Me too. I gained a little weight. I'm in the gym. Um, I'm trying to get back down to 130. I'm at 140 now, almost. That's because I've been eating a lot. And I'm short, so, I
Put
gotta
those
Yeah,
be.
10
Cheetos down.
pounds, you could tell.
Yeah,
But mine luckily goes in like my hips and,
right.
backside. So it
Mine
goes
go
in
to
the
my
right
thighs.
places. But when it starts
Ooh,
going to when you
ooh,
start noticing
yeah.
in other places, you like, hold up.
Hey, that's
Exactly.
going in the right places for me now. Yeah. Now, it's crazy when I think, okay, I'll be looking at these women like, what are you wearing? Like tight clothes to cut off your circulation while you're sitting down and eating? Because the food look like it just stopped like right at the waist, and they have these skinny legs like they're a man that weighs like 120 pounds or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, you just a giant mushroom. I can't stand it.
Hey, do y'all wrap your hair up in the gym?
No.
Yeah. Well, I do. Like when I'm in the gym, I like wearing cornrows or braids, or I'll just wear my hair curly. Like I'll wash it and keep it wet, put mousse in it, and just wear it like that, and then
Do
go
you
like.
tie it up
Nice.
for the gym? No, what I'm saying is,
I wear
yeah, no, that's
pigtails
how you
all
wear it
in.
on a day to day. But do you tie it up for the gym?
No, for the gym.
No.
Well, if I have braids, I'll tie it up. What you mean tie it up? Like put a scrunchie?
Yeah,
Or
put a
a
scrunchie or something.
bonnet.
Not a
I
Not a
don't
bonnet.
put
bonnet,
I don't wear
but
bonnets, period.
no, not a bonnet, but put some bobby pins in it, or you see. Here's my point. It's far too many chicks that I see in the gym and they showing out. They're just there for male attention. You over there, the 5 pound weights is on that side, bitch. Why you over here? Why you over here where the men working out at? Like looking in the mirror and stuff like that. We know what you doing. We know you want attention. And one of the surefire ways of telling is if their hair is just like out and flowing and stuff to where it could get caught in the machines and crap. Like they annoy me. So that's what I'm asking. Are
You
y'all?
like, are you here to work or
I
no?
think that's attention now.
Well, I keep my
That's a sign of
earrings
hope.
on when I'm
What up,
exercising.
Rashawn? What up?
Hi,
What
Rashad.
what up? How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm chilling. I see my usual suspects are up here. What up? What up, Auntie? What up, Sexy
It's
Red?
good.
Good.
So, what's your take on this whole conversation?
Where do I begin? Shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely a problem.
Mhm.
You
So,
know,
how so?
I mean, shit. I mean, who would want? I mean, who would want to like let themselves go like that? In my opinion, I mean, shit. If I would have let myself go, I would have like, fuck, man. Like, damn, son, you washed, b.
Right. So that's the thing. These women are letting themselves go, right, and washing themselves up, and
Yeah,
um,
And saying you're gonna accept me as I am.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think
Sold,
he just hit
clothes,
the
and
nail.
all.
He just hit the nail right on the head, and that's pretty much what like feminism is taught a lot of women. It's like, damn, what men want, we'll tell men what they want.
I know
Just
who
like
responsible for that.
those pictures that clip you just showed. That's women pretty much telling you, take me as I am. This is
Exactly.
Remember that
we don't
song
give a
by
shit
Mary
what you
J?
want.
By Mary J. Just take me as I am.
Exactly.
I do love
Exactly.
that song, but
Which
I'm like
is
now I'm
fine.
like,
Hey,
hold up,
you
wait a
you can
minute.
have that attitude, just don't be pissed off when men don't take you.
Exactly.
You know, and
Exactly.
the same rules apply for men. You know what I'm saying? If you can't see your junk when you look down, you know what I'm saying? And you can't run half a mile. You know what I'm saying? You can't lift up
Yeah.
a 20, you can't curl a 25-pound weight in one arm, like straight up.
Goofy
You know what I'm
ass
saying?
nigga.
Hey,
You
you
can't go
can't
up
be
a flight of
pissed off.
stairs.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't pick up your 140-pound melody. You know what I'm saying? You can't even pick her up.
You
You know
can't
what I'm
reach
saying?
your toes. You
You
can't.
can you don't be
Boy.
mad when she doesn't want you. Don't say that man these women are mean, they're undateable, they're unapproachable. Nah, man, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing about it,
You got a little twist. Hold on. So he's saying the men also need to get it together.
Absolutely.
I mean, well,
right?
yeah, like a sloppy fat dude can't just be so demanding, like to where, hey, you gonna no, what the hell, no, get your ass in the damn jail.
Somebody will
Even
say, well, if he got
Even
money,
Donovan
if he
Sharp
got
said that
money.
same thing. You know what I mean? I'm 5'7" and I'm like, what, 230, but by God, I can still run like 6 miles.
There you go.
Hell, I just ran that yesterday.
Shit.
Well, I agree with the brother. I agree with the brother on that. I will say that at least black men aren't under any delusions. Like there isn't a train of black men fat as hell, confident as hell, thinking they the shit with their shirts off, dancing away. You don't really see that. Like dudes who are bad pretty much are completely aware that I'm a fat ass nigga. I'm gonna keep my shirt on, which is why I keep my shirt on. I'm not a fat dude, but until I get a reasonably defined six, I'm gonna keep my shit on. I'm not an off shirt dude.
But you're
Some of
not
these
even. But
men
you're
be not
skinny,
mind showing
Goofy.
they move. They
Huh?
Not
move.
even big. Now I'm saying
Yeah.
you're
I don't know what you're talking about, Red.
No, yeah, I know, but I know I'm an in shape dude, Melody. But until I'm on some, Tyler Perry shit, to where I just take it off and a bitch scream, I'll just
Ashtray,
keep.
bitch.
Well, I mean, until that day, I would rather just keep on a wife beater until that day, until I'm Tyler Perry, rehearsal ready and shit.
Damn
right.
that! I don't got a 6-pack, damn it, and I let it hang, nigga. Shit, fuck that.
Nah, well, I mean, I haven't had a six pack since the president was black, but
Damn.
yeah.
Well, look, I'll tell you one thing. Rick Ross is way more appealing than Lizzo.
He's rich.
Right. And so is Lizzo. But
Nobody cares.
Rick Ross.
I mean, as he should be to you, not to me. I'm a man. Fuck it.
No, but what I'm saying is Rick Ross is more handsome than Lizzo is pretty, in my opinion.
I got you, sis.
So yeah. But then we got people like Lizzo telling the youth they can be whatever they want. They don't have to work out, they don't have to eat right. Like, it's not right.
And
And then
that's
when we tell them they do, it's fat shaming. What's your
But the
thoughts on
flip
that?
side is when they, she when she crying alone at night, nobody sees that.
Exactly.
yeah, she admitted to it. She admitted to crying and stuff. Or she's crying. Didn't she cry several times?
Yeah, several times. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she
I don't even
has that
watch.
problem, like, and that's the disconnect, and that's why I do say it's a misunderstanding. She actually thought that Chris Evans would be into that, into her fat ass walking around the pool. Yeah, exactly. It's so there's a lot of misconceptions, and that's why and I like to dispel a lot of them. And one of the misconceptions is that you can confidence a guy. Like, it doesn't matter what you look like, as long as you're confident, he'll think that you look like the image that you are.
Movies have done that. Movies.
Yeah, movies have done that.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. Like, I don't really blame the collective of black women, to a certain point for being this way. Like I say, it's a misunderstanding. Somebody told you that we like this, and that's spicy and all this. It's like, listen, you got to cut that feminism crap out your diet, out your everything. It'll leave you fat, lonely. It'll turn you into Lizzo. It'll turn you into some, confused chick that's walking around a pool somewhere, and there's not a man in sight. There wasn't a penis in sight in that thing. There wasn't a penis.
Where?
In
No
sight.
penis where?
Pause, my nigga. Pause.
I don't want to be anywhere. where there's no penis.
Nah, look,
Yeah.
I don't think
I
it's
need penis.
I don't think it has to do with them saying that men want that. I think it's that they've been taught that they can have everything that they want.
They can't have my penis.
No, they've been taught that they can have whatever the fuck they want. If they want
They
your
can't
penis,
have
they
my
can have
penis.
it. I'm just saying that's pretty much what feminism has taught them. You know what I'm saying? Over the years, that's what society has groomed them into believing. They can have whatever they want and pretty much fuck what you want as a man. Doesn't really matter.
I blame that
You
on
know?
Ti. You can have whatever you like. And then
Oh
I
my
also
God,
blame
I forgot
Boosie
about
too.
that song.
And I also blame Boosie too. INTEPENTT.
Oh man.
Oh
You know
damn,
what that means?
sexy red just came with a good
Yeah.
one.
Hey, that's my jam.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
she
on
got
the
an old
rock.
house.
No,
Hey, got an old car.
See, this is when you know
Two
when you're
jobs, car
high.
car. She a bad bride.
But she's
That came out in my
wow.
days when I was, clubbing. I'm so glad the internet was not popping back
No,
then. Okay.
society has misled society has misled Black women a lot, and
Yeah.
and that's why we are where we are. But and men, we have to tell them, like, listen, this it's not hot.
These
You have been
conversations are
lied
so
to.
important.
They are.
Yeah, it
They
is.
are. Yeah. I used to be like, when I first came, I was like, who do they, think that, that Black woman strong, who the hell, but then once I start to listen more, and it's like, well, how often do you hear what Black men want out of women? Never. So I've learned so much, and I've changed. I think I've grown a lot from this space. I'm still growing. So I don't want anybody to think I'm like perfect or anything. I'm still
Got a lot of
growing,
things to do.
still learning about femininity and what men require of the standard. That's what I want to be. So yeah.
And it's not that.
And not what men are telling you,
Okay.
and not what men are telling you, what they want, as they look down your shirt or whatever, like they're looking down your shirt and they're like, so do you like independent women? Of course they're gonna say, like, of course then, but no. If you could share this, but what men actually want is we want you to.
That's feminine power. He's gonna do that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the lie. What I want is I want a lemon meringue pie. And I want you to cool it on a windowsill, like that. Hey, I don't even have a windowsill. Anyway, I want you to go to the neighbor's windowsill and cool it there. Like that's what we actually
want me to make you a sandwich before or after.
No, the pie is for dessert. No, make the sandwich while the pie is cooling.
I can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
But real quick, let me read these super
my
chats.
grandmother. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, then you can go. So thanks, Andrew Wilkins. I really appreciate you. Thank you. He says, GC, no different with weaves, BBLs, lipo, and cake makeup. Us Black men don't like that because it looks weird, but they don't care in that sense also. That's true. Black women, they wanna do things to compete with other women. You know what I mean? They don't want to compete for men. They want to compete with other women, if that makes sense, Like, oh, well, my weave is
yeah, it do.
Instead of saying, let me do this because a Black man want me to wear my natural hair, or he don't want my nails this long. So yeah, it's crazy how Black women
They do that. Yeah, you're right. They do that to compete with other women, because if that wasn't the case, they would be fighting each other in a damn club.
Right, exactly.
Melody, could you play the or share my screen?
Yeah, can I just read this last one real quick and then I'll share it? So, Blaze the Stampede says, for the Monfongo reimbursement fund. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you.
Can I say something real quick?
Oh, go ahead.
My grandmother, like when my grandfather would cut grass and stuff, she would make lemonade for him and take it out to him. It's
Yeah.
like recognizing what your man
Yes.
needs when he needs it, being that support, doing stuff without him like asking for it. I like doing stuff like that. I like anticipating his needs before he even realizes he needs it. I don't
Yes.
that is a part of femininity that I really, really like. And my mom, she was also really like respectful of my father, even though they divorced. I believe she said like the lawyer was like, "Oh, you can get more," and she was like, "I don't want any more. This is it. This is it." My mother never came hard at my father for money or nothing like that. He was always a great provider to begin with.
Okay, and it's funny. You say that
Good shit.
because this is pretty much about what are you willing to go to sleep next to every night, and what are you willing to wake up next to every day. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? As a man, it's
Right.
pretty much just like making your bed up every single morning. Like those there are certain things that you want done, just like you said, the sandwich. You know what I'm saying? The food, you want something soft.
You want to
You know
put
what I'm
a
saying?
smile on
Warm.
his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
You want to make his
Yeah.
Exactly.
day. You're the
But
first
Yeah.
person he sees. You
as
should
as a
say,
man,
baby,
we,
good
we
morning.
understand that. Look, you're not gonna have to wash your own car. You're not gonna have to check your tire pressure. You're not gonna have to make that damn smoke detector stop beeping every
Well,
damn night.
well,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
cause shit,
No,
cause dig, I'm not gonna try to wake up to no damn evil, some evil
You want to
treacherous woman. Nah, that I can't
good
even do.
morning.
Nah,
No, hey, good morning, baby. Good to see you. How'd
yeah.
you sleep?
You know what I'm saying? We're
Or
gonna
even if
make
he
sure
don't
things
even
are
want to
done for
talk at
you.
all, he
Yeah,
might not want to talk. You have to recognize that too.
exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I want my feet rubbed. I want my back rubbed with
Hmm.
no
Yeah, I rub
with
feet
no
all day.
pressure,
I ain't worried
with
about
no
that.
I love
pressure.
rubbing feet. I love rubbing
I
feet and
don't mind it
backs.
at all. If that's what he
Yeah,
requires and that's what he wants, that's how it goes. If you the man that I choose and you the man, I'm gonna do what's required. I want to keep you happy. Not even keep you. I just want to
exactly.
make you. I want to make you happy because you make me happy. When you make me
Hmm.
happy, that makes me want to do extra stuff,
And I
maybe
love
Right.
good
nasty stuff.
and
You
and
know,
I love good morning service too. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
absolutely necessary.
Exactly. But you gotta cater to your man. You have to.
Did you hear how to ban that sound, girl?
Yeah, I heard. I was
And
like,
I was like,
I was floored. I couldn't believe it.
and then you have that old adage with this something like this video, there's somebody for everybody. But is it?
God.
Is that right? I saw a picture of a women from like the 50s or the 60s in bathing suits. They were slim, they were trim, they looked presentable, their hair was like curled and they all, had their legs going the same way. I love this like the 50s, 60s style
Me
because it was
too. Like
just
the
so
pinup, right?
feminine.
well, it's
Like the
also funny
pinup
you say
girls.
that
Oh my
And see,
god.
because
that's what I was telling Mahogany.
black women were probably the most fit women back then in America.
Yes, we had
Hmm.
And
better
that's what I was telling
food, better
Oh
Mahogany.
protein.
yeah,
Somewhere
We
along
want
the lines
Yeah,
Everything.
that's
we,
more
gone
we
away.
want the
active.
pre-feminist era back. We
Yeah.
both sides do, and I come to
Yes.
right.
recognize that. Now,
Yes.
what I want to point out, Melody, about this pool party here is that this is a pool party and there's no men. Like, how bad is it?
Hey, because
How
it's a
bad
pool
is it?
party, it's not a yacht
Hold on a second,
party.
brother.
Hey, it's
How
not a
bad
yacht
is it
party.
that
It's a
And
you
pool
none of
can't
party.
them in the
seduce?
pool though.
Notice that.
Right.
Well, I mean, I want to point
It's
out
gonna
that how bad
overflow.
is it that you cannot entice a man to come
Hey, Miss
to a
Katie.
place where a bunch of women are in bikinis? Like, men don't even want to go. That's what I want to point out.
Man, they look like, boy, they're expensive when it comes to using up all the damn toilet paper.
What if they
Damn.
all got in the pool together?
Well, it would be
Oh,
no
The
pool.
water's coming
I
out
feel
of the
terrible.
pool.
I feel absolutely awful. I'm not. Never
There
mind.
won't be any water in the pool.
I'm gonna be a lady.
But I
I'm
don't.
Hell,
gonna be a lady today.
Wait, but don't you guys think that the smell is horrible?
that damn
Like,
it, they look too heavy for me to carry them. And I can pick up a chick though. Damn, but damn it, that's too much. If they
Awful.
if they drown, they drown. Damn it, I can't do.
but I'm
Sometimes you
saying,
go to the bathroom and it's like a few stalls. You
And they
know,
stink. Yeah.
they do.
No, they do.
They do.
Oh shit.
I can't
You
lie.
never
I was a
know.
lifeguard when I was a teenager, and that would be my worst nightmare. Seriously, like I
Dang.
can't even lie. Like I would have to throw, I would have to throw a damn lifesaver. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
And
You have
bring
to you
that
have
in.
to
I'm
get
not, nah,
between those folds,
yeah.
and you have to clean constantly.
Well,
And
somebody like that, if they're like drowning and they're hysterical, they're gonna bring you underneath too, and it's just too much weight and aggression. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Ah.
150, 160 pounds. In high school, I was, what, 145, 150 pounds. So hell no, hell no. I couldn't. I wouldn't even risk my life about that. I wouldn't lost my job about some shit like that. Seriously.
I couldn't save us. I had to save myself.
No, I mean, you gotta go in with the lifesaver. That's it. I can't
How
I
many?
can't try to.
Like one?
Well, I mean, I would go in, but I'm not trying to wrap both arms around you and carry you out. It's
Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. Like, let's say there's like, okay, so you're both out, right? And then something happens and y'all gotta run. Are you gonna be able to keep up with your man? Or are you just because he ain't gonna
Boy, you
stop?
hear me?
Like or is it a fire? It's a fire.
She
Is it a
couldn't
fire?
keep up.
Yeah, like are you want to be saved? You know what I
Too
mean?
much pressure on her knees.
Yeah, you want to be saved. Or what if you pass out and he needs to carry you? Oh shit. I'm losing this weight. I'm losing 20 pounds. I got 20 pounds.
But
I
what
want to
about
be carryable.
Hey,
Okay?
fellas, any of y'all ever been afraid to be honorary? Like, if Big Bertha died and then somebody says, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to be a pallbearer." You ever
I don't
Oh
like.
man.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I mean, you got help.
Oh my
If you're a
God.
pallbearer, you get
You
help.
still ain't
Yeah,
getting
Yeah,
no
yeah,
help.
you'll have help. Yeah, you'll have like 10
yeah,
other
but you
people.
still
Yeah, but
carry
damn it,
like
you know,
a
He
you'll.
said
cousin.
10 pallbearers for one cat. That's
Yeah, right.
Oh my God, that's mean.
that's fucked up.
Oh,
No,
damn.
because
You-
I mean, I'll
Damn.
be honest. Like, I've done it a couple times, and even with a regular sized person who has passed, I do get a little worried. Like, what if my hand slip? Like, what if my hand is too sweaty and I slip and I do think that it's an anxiety because everybody's watching and you're doing this thing, and like, what if you know? I do think that, but if it's a big one, I think that I'll just like no, thank you. Like no, thank you.
Sorry about that.
Well, what about, let me ask you guys a question. What about sex? You can't change positions with a fat girl,
Oh, hell no.
right?
You know,
It's
I think
either
my
doggy
granddaddy
style
was
or
worried
missionary.
Get
that I would be a
suffocated and
fat
shit.
girl.
A fat
Yeah.
girl, or I mean, a morbidly obese woman. Yeah, that's
I think my
that's tough.
granddaddy thought I was because like one side of my family, is big, and the other is not. So I think they were like really concerned about that. And well, I didn't turn out too bad, so thank God. But yeah,
You just pick.
I
Yo,
always had home cooked meals though, so that's probably why I'm so thick.
can I?
Youngis up here,
What?
do not
What
troll me,
up?
Youngis.
I ain't gonna try. You need to get better at Battlefield. I'm like, come on, bro. You
I
be
beat my
Oh.
screaming
man the
and
other
shit.
day.
Yeah, keep on going, man. I guess there's a
Oh,
learning curve with that
oh,
game.
y'all played each other. Huh?
No, I
No,
play.
no,
I,
no,
I
no.
play online. I play on
Yeah.
YouTube. I got streams of me playing
I
Battlefield
wanted to
4.
donate, but she was dying too much. I was like, damn.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was so hyped. I was hyped when Sexy Red said that she played Battlefield. I'm like, yes.
I like
Yeah.
it. It's good for hand-eye coordination.
F Call of
memory.
Duty, all Battlefield all day.
Yeah. I gotta get my army on. That veteran. I ain't do nothing in the army spectacular, so this is all I get.
Well, yeah. I mean, back to feminism though. Yeah, and all that shit. Big girls, yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what? The
I
army
wanted
made me
to speak
realize
to
I
the-
didn't want to be in competition with men or be a man. Hell no. Men
yeah.
work hard. I now know. I appreciate them.
Yeah, I wanted to speak to the topic. Are black women meaner? See, to me, it's a little bit of both. I know you niggas might anticipate some of the stuff I'm gonna say, but that little clip, that game changer shit about the fat hoes, you don't think they know that they're fat and that they don't get attention because they're fat? Like, that little snippet was them trying to exert some form of confidence because they know that they don't get validation on a regular. Now, the way you guys seem to look at it, you think that they really think that they're all of that, and it's not the case. When it comes to black women, or not just black women, any kind of woman in any race, whether she's a pick me or whatever, you have to read between the lines. Now, in the manosphere, you guys are too damn black and white with women. Okay, that's a problem, especially when you want a long-term relationship with a woman. You gotta decipher, you gotta see through shit, you gotta anticipate shit about a woman, and it's the only way to deal with a woman long term. Okay, so in my opinion, it's a little bit of both. I give you that. Some are mean, but a lot of times is y'all be believing the hype and believing the cap when it comes to like the resting bitch face. Y'all really think that like y'all that joint is bullshit. That's just a little shit test. That don't mean nothing. Like don't let that deter you. Don't let it deter you from I guess like really reading into a chick, because I think that's where this confusion, I'm gonna call it confusion. I think that's where the confusion lies. That you just seemingly women you take women at face value a little too much. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah,
Well,
dig this, Bubba. I'm not going to chase women like Will Smith and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I'm sorry. No. If she give me that face, I'm walk. Yeah, I'm not bothering her. No, because chick, your face look like a demon. I can't do it.
I agree.
I
agree partially with that.
I think that you are really just creating the straw man when you talk about the manosphere and the belief system, because what you were saying about the false confidence, I was saying that before you got on, that they're trying to exchange confidence for, actual sexual market value.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but I agree with you with the false confidence.
Yeah, no matter what, no matter what, it is a projection of it. Yeah.
Right.
So, there really isn't, and as far as reading between the line and nuance and stuff like that, it really don't matter because they're fat. So, like, once that has been established, nothing else really matters. Like, I don't really care about the, intricacies or how to sustain a long-term relationship. You're fat.
Well, I'm not talking about you in a relationship with them. What I'm talking about is you showed the clip, right?
And that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say it's a stretch. Like we're talking about, the behaviors of fat women, and you stretched it to, maintaining long-term relationships with non-fat women.
But that was just my introduction. We could go into detail if you want.
I understand that, and I'm saying that there was a lot of straw manning, and it was a stretch.
I wouldn't say there was straw manning. I wouldn't go that far, but let's stick to
assume that one would have trouble sustaining long-term relationship when the topic of fat women.
Okay, let's stick to
different things.
Let's stick to big girls. Okay, let's stick to the little snippet you showed.
Okay, fair enough. Go for it.
Okay, so those big girls, listen, they don't get attention like that, and they know it.
Mm-hmm.
When you're dealing with women and you observe women, they get a lot of their self-confidence by how many guys try to talk to them, by how people look at them, by how much free shit they get from men or from people. And if they walk around all day and they see like another girl that's a little bit more attractive, getting a little bit more, accolades, a little bit more free stuff, that's a hit at their self-esteem. So what women do is they do shit like this. They self-praise, like Lizzo. They self-praise. And it's all cap. We can clearly see that. You understand what I'm saying? So I know you showed the snippet to try to say that their egos are out of control.
Uh-huh.
I sort of agree with that a little bit because we get it, but you got to understand, don't take it so seriously. Like oh, they're thinking that they deserve just as much as a supermodel. No, they know they don't. They look at who they date. They know that they don't deserve that. So.
No, they do. They do feel that they deserve that. Many fat women feel that there should be some egalitarianism in the sexual mating market, and they actually don't really realize that they don't get that until Chris Evans turned them down. I'm pretty sure that and I don't know what you look like, but I'm pretty sure that you've had overweight women approach you, and they felt that they could have you.
Yeah, I had an overweight woman call me babe at the job. She called me bae. I almost reported her to HR.
What the hell?
No.
Yo, I swear to God, yo, I was a type of way. Big, fat, ugly. There's nothing nobody want there. She called me bae. No, she was like hitting on me a little bit earlier, but it just, I guess it built up. She called me. I almost reported her. But anywho,
well, what I'm saying is there is a belief that they can exchange, that they can say, okay, I can exchange, not being fit with confidence, or I can exchange not being fit with,
right.
with success, or I can exchange not being fit with being more sexually available or more sexually talented.
Right.
There's this belief, and that's where the disconnect is. And sometimes that's where, the confidence, does come from that sometimes.
Hey, and I want to add to that just a little bit, because hey, he's right on the money with that. But GC, you even been in sales before. Like, look, you don't have to be the best salesperson in the world. You just got to be the best salesman in the room. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. So if you go back to that, look at the other women that are around there. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of fat women around a bunch of fat women. So if you got a bunch of thin women, fit women, model looking women, those women are not going to have that type of confidence.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
However, I just wouldn't fuck anybody in the room. And I think that is, I think more black men need to take that mentality. Like, oh, she's the finest girl in this room. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go to another room. Like, and I think that's why brothers are getting passports and stuff like that. But that's a whole different thing. But
right. So the reason why I linked a few things together, like all those big women versus black women's bad attitude, is because I feel like men in general, we misunderstand women. Like, we just think women should just come 100 ready made, and I guess in some ways understand us. We do. That's how we feel. And when we don't get that, then we get how we get. But the point is, like I said, with those women, they know that they have to overcompensate. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, but a lot of ugly men feel like confidence will get them in the door with women too. So this is both genders here. You understand? So with the big girl, if she knows that there's pretty privilege and is not coming her way, what is she gonna do? Just sit there and let it hit at her self-esteem? Nah, she's gonna be a big Lizzo follower. Okay, so I don't want you to like think that. Look at the degradation of our black women and think that is what black women, they're trying to have you accept lesser. It's really not about having you accept lesser.
Yes,
it's really, huh?
That part, I agree with you up into that part. They do want you to accept less, and they expect you to accept.
Well, okay, it's not. Oh,
I agree with that.
If you're a simp and a sucker, then of course anybody's gonna take advantage of you. You understand? But
they want more simps and suckers, yeah.
Yeah, of course. But the primary focus is to maintain or increase their own self-esteem. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, I agree that it's a psychological hit for themselves, and that's right, with everything. Right. That's with the OnlyFans. That's even when attractive women do it. They're not getting the results that they desire, but they blame others with that. But Young East, but see, here's the problem, and this is why I bring things like this up. So you have Melody and you have Red here, right?
Yeah.
Now, somebody's gonna say, "Hey, brother, there's a bikini party full of black women, and Melody is there, and Red is there, but we don't know that because when we think about black women in bikinis, this crap comes into our brain. So it is affecting all of them. It's affecting all of them in a negative way.
I have to agree.
Okay, I agree. I agree with that. That it's.
Oh, I hear a disagreement.
No, I agree.
When
it comes to their like how they looked, how they're viewed, I think that it's a hit to the black woman's image. I 100% agree with that. But even if we if we transition to like a black woman being mean, okay, if we transition to
that's a hit too.
It is a hit. It is a hit. But I feel like it's one of those things that same way it's partially misunderstood. Partially,
Well, I said that it was misunderstood. Yeah.
In what way though?
No, I was saying earlier that it's misunderstood because they're under the impression that it's a seduction technique that to a certain level that men like it, particularly black men.
I don't know if they assume it's a seduction technique.
Well, they
but
assume that men like it. Put it like that.
I don't know about
And
that.
it's that combined with the shit test. But yeah,
Right.
that's that is a thing, and there are women who believe that some men are going to find it spicy or whatnot.
Well, some of us do.
Yeah.
Hey, and I heard black women say, "Oh, when it's a Latin woman that's spicy,
Yeah, we
motherfuckers
had
call
that.
it spicy. When it's a
No,
black
we
bitch,
talked about that earlier. Yeah.
yeah, she's a bitch. Yeah, so there's that, right? But like I said, I think that there is like I think people jump the gun when it comes to black people, period. But as far as dealing with like the resting bitch face, the meanness, I think that you could call it a seduction technique. I just think it's like a bit of like there's like a misunderstanding in how I guess like how she's communicating and what you're interpreting. So we automatically jump the gun and say it's just a mean bitch, stay the fuck away from her, da da da. But if you get past the surface and you deal with it on a, I guess past the surface, then you see that she's just being catty or whatever. You understand what I'm talking about?
So
it's
that's
not
the technique.
It's not as bad as I think. It's not as bad as you think.
I don't think it's bad. Okay, stop Trump. I didn't say it was bad. In fact, I was saying that earlier that it's been getting better over the last 5 years, and I don't really expect.
Yeah, he is kind of strong, man.
Yeah, I don't really expect
him
to do that.
Shit? Most okay, fine, not game changer. Most of you niggas think the resting bitch face is something to run away from. Ain't that a fact, nigga?
It's just something I'm not. It's just something I'm not dealing with. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting through that to get to the pleasantness.
Well,
like
when you're dealing with a woman.
No matter what, East, it is bad. Whether it's a shit test or a misunderstanding of what men want, or whatever you call it, it is a game that fellas would rather not play.
When you're dealing with a woman, it don't matter the woman, you will deal with something. And that's a fact. A lot of you niggas do not want to deal with nothing.
Okay, but you will deal with more with some women and less with others. And men should want to deal with the least. Therefore, if you come across a woman with a pleasant disposition and a woman with an unpleasant disposition, you go for, provided that they're equally attractive, you go for the one with the pleasant disposition. That's just intelligent. Like,
off top, but you have those motherfuckers that get involved with the woman that comes off pleasant, and then at the end it's a big ass divorce, and somebody's getting fucked over. You feel me?
That's possible. However you take the path of least resistance.
You think it's least resistance, but the biggest finessers are not black women.
Okay.
You're gonna get finessed. Go ahead.
Here's the thing, East. It's just making an intelligent observation. Like, can somebody show up late to work, or do something nefarious, steal from your job? If you own, like, say, a sandwich shop or something like that. Everybody is capable of stealing from your shop. However, if you hire somebody named Willie the Thief, then you probably shouldn't do that. So yes, if you're looking for a woman who's not fucked up, then just because you can get a woman who appears to be not fucked up and she turns out fucked up, you look for the warning signs early. Basically, that's the best way. Yep. You look for the warning signs early, and you avoid them at all costs. Like that Brittany Renner chick. There were a lot of
Was Brittany Renner a resting bitch face type of chick, or was she the other one?
Well, no, she was definitely the other one. However, the warning signs were there, and you should avoid.
The warning sign was there.
Yeah, you should avoid the warning signs. Is all I'm saying.
I agree. I agree with that, but to an extent, because a woman could appear appealing and nice, or just not as bitchy, but yet it could be a bitch. Like, them looks can be deceiving. You have to read. Okay, boom. You have to read more into a woman's character.
Okay. So if it's your job to not be deceived, then a woman must be more adept at deceiving. I agree with that.
Okay.
However, at least try to deceive. Don't walk around, with a shirt on saying I'm a thief and then, or I'm a pickpocket. At least try to deceive. Like,
You know,
these niggas are
Right.
intelligent. They're not even trying to deceive. They basically start off like I'm crazy. So there you have it.
So
Now,
would you?
now I
So
will say this.
okay,
East. I will say this.
okay.
I have approached many women with the resting bitch face.
You have?
Yes, I have.
Oh shit! Tell me.
No, it's not much to tell. Like, if a woman is more attractive, I am willing to put up with more crazy. It's a hot crazy line.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Familiar with that?
Yeah.
So if she looks hotter than the amount of crazy I believe her to have, then yeah, I'll approach. Fuck it.
Okay. That's
guys,
good.
let me read the super chat real quick, then you guys can continue. The Swoovius, thank you for this. He says, compatibility is critical in a successful relationship. Today's society connections. I'm sorry, I gave you C. I'm sorry, hold up. Today's society connections are based off of how physically appealed by each other they are, rather than evaluating if their personalities mesh or not.
Off top, you have to be physically appealing if you want to fuck with somebody. So I agree with that. But
there should be a balance, absolutely. I mean, all I ask is for a woman to look her best, not really. I don't expect a woman to be a supermodel, but because not everyone has the genetics. All I ask for is that she does her best.
Yeah,
I mean, as long as she keeps her hair done and she's groomed and dressed nice and go to the gym, shouldn't be a problem. And have a decent face,
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
games.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I don't think that Cray puss is better. I'm saying if she looks better. No, hold on.
There's some good Cray puss out there.
No.
There's some good Cray puss out there. Trust me, I know.
Well, there isn't much bad pussy.
Oh, Chowhound, what's up,
in
dude?
general, Chowhound.
But what's up?
What I'm saying to Otho is I'm not saying that it's better or anything like that. What I'm saying is that if a woman is extra attractive, then I am willing to understand if she is crazy. There is a hot crazy line. The hotter a woman is, the crazier she can be. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying her pussy is better because she's crazier. I'm saying her pussy is better.
I'm not saying it's better, GC. What I'm saying is I ran into a couple of crazy ones. Yeah, I'm saying that I done ran into a couple of good ones that was ignorantly crazy. So there's some that are crazy like that can fuck the crap out of you all up and down. but ignorant when they get started, man, you gotta get away from them or find a way to restrain them. One or the other, because if you don't, should they either go up outside your head, go upside somebody else's head, or pick up something and try to hit somebody or something with it, or tear something up, or set a car on fire. I'm telling you.
No, I agree. But I mean, Chowhound, you're an OG, so you know that all women are crazy. So we all have to find that real balance, between how much crazy or how much crazy is she worth putting up with.
Yeah.
Even the women on this panel, if somebody got in their heart deep and snatched that little girl out of them and pulled on them and did some crazy shit, something to come out of them. They'll come out. It'll come out. Trust me, I know it'll come out.
Of course.
Melody, she got a little bit latent in there somewhere hidden. It just ain't been brought out if it hadn't been brought out already.
It's a fact.
That's all.
Yeah, I'm just not down with putting in all that extra work, man, to get them to show such qualities that is fitting for me.
I missed that, brother. I missed that, Ray.
Well, did I cut out?
No. I heard you, but I was reading at the same time. Could you say the last part again, please?
No. I said I'm not trying to put in all that work to get a woman to pull all those feminine elements out of her. I'm not going to try to. I'm not going to try to. I'm not going to try to fight. I'm not going to try to fight through this wall of this masculine energy. No.
Oh yeah. You ain't no lion tamer. I'm not a lion tamer.
Wait, let me ask Child
I mean,
Home.
yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, Child Home. So, what do you think about the topic? Because you still haven't answered the question. Are black women mean or misunderstood?
There's some attitudes, and if you want to equate attitudes with meanness, you can, but it's attitudes for actually a variety of reasons. Now, if you want to talk about the weight thing, there's a trip about this weight thing, because if you look at the attitudes that's forming and the shaming they're pushing because certain men don't want to get with these women. And if you notice, the TRNs community is following behind the big community and trying to use the same tactic. If you really look at it, they're using the same tactic. One is following behind the other to use shaming. And the thing is, if a person don't want to deal with a person like that, that's let them be and have their freedom of choice. Don't try to force it on them, and then you get these attitudes. Now, you got some nice looking women have attitudes too, but that's because of certain things in their lives that happen, or they carrying around something that they didn't had animosity about for the longest. Some of these women have issues in their families that they carrying an attitude around. So it varies. It's something that needs to be looked at certain points, because black women, a lot of them do carry an attitude, which get into meanness, if you want to call it that way. Having an attitude, and you say, "Hey, how you doing? You have a nice day. What's so nice about this day?" You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
I done ran into
looking
that.
at? You ever had them? What the F you looking at?
Oh
And
yeah.
stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, but see, that's the part right now. The way this is, it's like you supposed to like, hey, cater or let the person be. If they want to act an ass, you supposed to accept that. We don't have to accept that at all. We don't. But
That
the way
meanness
the
that
system
meanness
is
come from
pushing that.
they ugly. They be ugly. Like a lot of them be ugly. Like
There's some nice looking women I've seen had that
yeah,
meanness
of
too,
course,
that
of course.
attitude.
We could talk about the outliers, but what I'm talking about is if you see a bitch, she not taking care of herself, she ugly, she gonna be a little bit more mean, and that's obvious to see.
Yeah.
I made
Or
some.
look at this.
I done made
Mhm.
some pissed because they were like, "I'm interested in you." I'm like, "That's nice, but she said I'll be willing to do this for you, clean your house." And I said, "So I'm not interested." What? I mean,
Boom.
got pissed. Like what? I'm like, well,
Yeah.
god dang! Don't tell me I got to get to deal with some shit right here. No, I'm saying, look, I just got to be honest. I'm not interested. And
Yeah.
it's now they see when they turn dudes down. Some of these females are starting to understand, but they don't want to admit it. How it
Yeah.
is when they turn guys down, because they're not used to guys turning them down.
Yeah.
So when there's somebody do turn them down, that whole attitude, and you want to talk about mean and attitude and man, self-esteem, all that's a ding on them.
Yeah. I get a lot of well, when I was growing up, a lot of chicks was mean because they know I wasn't gonna choose them. Like I could just step in a room, right? And if a chick mean mugging me and she don't even know me, I mean, oh, you mad because you know I ain't even gonna talk to you. And that's a fact. That's how like a lot of that, that's where it be coming from. When you like look into it, oh, you just mad basically because you ugly or you not my type. A lot of them think, oh, boom, look how you dress. You probably not my type. So they automatically get defensive. So you could call it a defense mechanism if you want. But if you kept it a band, it's because you're not attractive, you're not cute. Niggas really ain't picking you, so you gotta reject before you get rejected. That's really what that is.
Well, what about them bullying each other? Black women bully each other. They're mean to each other for no reason.
Yeah, ugly people fight. Ugly people fight just because they what they got to lose. Like and number one is easier to get fucked with when you're not put together. If you're looking fucked up, people could point out flaws and shit. So another defense mechanism is don't fuck with me. That don't fuck with me face. Like, oh boom. You see what I'm saying? So what they do is they put each other down so that they could feel better about themselves. So that's where that shit come from. So if you don't take care of yourself, that's the lot you got. That's what I see.
Right. And then
Hey,
earlier, before the panel got to be this many people, I was talking about how black women beat the crap out of their kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for no reason, little things.
Yeah. That's
You know,
what turned niggas violent.
right. I saw a 1-year-old get popped real hard in the face
Yeah.
for crying. And it
That's
was
fucking
sickening
crazy.
to me. Yeah, it was sickening to me. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, that the girl in Chicago shot her kid not too long ago for like the SD card. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
I
she,
remember that.
yeah, yeah. She should get. She should be put under the jail.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, all that is reinforced. It's reinforced. Now you could call it when it comes to dealing with men. Yeah, if you're unappealing, and I guess men don't treat you, and this man, there's some dudes like that too. Keep it a band. But if the opposite sex don't treat you, then you're gonna be more apt to have animosity, and it's a fact, nigga. That's why you got like these incel motherfuckers. You got a lot of motherfuckers online. You heard about that dude in England, right? He went on an incel rage. He was a Trump supporter. The chicks wasn't messing with him. He's fat, and so he decided to kill. I think he killed like 5 people because he ain't getting back.
Wow.
He ain't bagging, and he don't even want to take care of himself. He don't want to do nothing. Mad that Chad and
What? This was in
Tyrone bagging.
England, dude. You
Yeah,
said
dude
this
from
was in
England.
England?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
hell
yeah,
no.
yeah. Went on an incel rage. We got an incel in the comments, so he mad. Went on an incel rage because women don't want to mess with you. You don't take care of yourself. You ugly as fuck. That Unchained nigga, you ugly. That's why you mad, nigga. You don't take care of
Uh,
yourself. You ain't got no game, nigga. So you
well,
mad,
yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah. What's up
Keep
from
it a
that? But
bean.
what's up from that? But I remember when Henry Cavill, shit, he
Easy on
easily
the
walked.
swears, East.
Huh?
Easy on the
It,
swear.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I remember. I remember when Henry Cavill, when I heard about him, the little short story about him walking away from a chick, when a chick basically, was trying to play the hard to get game, and he when she said no, he basically walked away with no problem, quick. She's like, "Why you? What's wrong? Where you going? Why you walking away?" He's like, I'm leaving because damn, I don't want to go to jail." These motherfuckers ain't playing.
Mm-hmm.
And what
Mother,
about oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
no, I'm saying like, yeah, dudes ain't trying to deal with that. You know what I mean? No, it's too much risk.
Exactly. And what about black women being abusive to their men? You don't really see a lot of other women beating their men like black women beat theirs.
Yeah. I think
Mm.
yeah, they be getting in your face. Like
Yeah.
I've seen some women get in your face. No, you hit me. You say, nigga, what you gonna do? And all that type of crap, huh?
Right.
Only black women, do all that
Yeah.
type of all that extra crap, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you
But
don't
then,
see.
but then you'll have other dudes that will be all like, "Nigga, man, man, be a man, man. Shoot, you can deal with that, man. Hell, that just man, get past that, man. Man, you can fight through that, man. No, nigga, please.
Yeah, but I'm one to say if a woman put her hands on you, you put your hands back on her. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody should put their hands on anybody first. But
Absolutely.
but you asked for it, so you get
I'm
hands.
I'm more I'm
And
more
then
the fan of if that happens, you know what I mean? Okay, that's automatic dismissal.
yeah.
But I'm not I mean, I may not resort to that, whatever, you know what I mean? I may be on some little dark shit with it to where I will hire some Thundercats, you know what I mean, to handle her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Be ready, bitch.
Hey, let me read this. Andrew Wilkins, thanks again for the super chat. I really appreciate him. He says, mean chicks are the biggest freaks. You with these freaks. Okay, mean chicks are the biggest freaks and most promiscuous. So look at Jada. Even at 20, she was undermining men and give it up left and right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that there's a correlation with that. I know that we like to think that they balance it out, but some women are just awful bitches.
Mm.
Right? There is no
Mm-hmm.
balance.
Right.
Yep.
Hell,
Like
well,
we as men like to give them some virtue, even when it's not there. That's why we say, but their pussy is good or something like that. But really, they're just like all the way around awful.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
like that, like they trying to like throw some extra sauce to their coochie by with showing such attitude. Bitch, please.
Well,
Yeah,
I
well,
think
doing
they try
that,
to overcompensate by like having like doing the most in the bed, and maybe that's where he's talking about, like freaks. Okay,
I mean, okay, well,
it's the same thing to me.
I've been with enough. I mean, I'm not like out there. I'm not, player Mac pimp, but I've been with enough to know that I haven't really came across, like
It's
to
the
where I
same
could
shit
say
to me
like,
too.
oh, she's
Yeah,
mean and her pussy is bad. I haven't
yeah.
found that correlation,
Yeah.
and it's
You might be
pretty
right too.
almost the same throughout the board. Light skin, dark skin, tall, short. It's pretty much there are a few factors outside of cultural ones that truly affects a woman's sexual performance, and crazy isn't one of them.
In some ways, I sort of agree because they're more like assertive in the bed, a little bit more aggressive. So I guess he might be talking about that. But like freaks, like freaks, like nasty and shit. I don't know about all that. But more like aggressive in the bed. Okay, I'll give. Yeah, that happened to me. But I want to ask Melanie, do you how do you feel about domestic discipline?
Domestic discipline.
Because Game Changer just had a show about a Lebanon woman talking about how her man put hands on her and
Oh
that
yeah, he
she
slapped
accepted it.
her. Yeah, I saw that.
How you feel about that?
I don't
Keep it a
know.
band. Keep it.
I'm trying to really think about it and process it. I don't think it's right. I don't know. People have their own ways of handling things. If it works for you, good. I can't really judge it because I don't know. I've never had it before.
Well, when I watched that video, that girl came off very pick-me-ish.
Okay.
So it's sort of astonishing that he felt like he had to do that to her. Oh yeah, when you
but no, but didn't she say she went against something he said, and that's why? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but a girl like that, all you have to do is kind of like raise your voice, right? You ain't gotta do all of that.
Yeah, but I guess in other cultures it's different. It's just way different than a Black American culture, so I can't really judge that.
But you yourself, you don't know about the whole domestic discipline.
No, I wouldn't like that at all.
Right.
I wouldn't mind like a spanking, if it came down.
That's a turn on. That's a turn on.
I do it on purpose. I act up on purpose. Okay.
You see?
You gotta look. I'm boring, right? So I have to kind of like get, not an attitude, but like I'm displeased, and now you have to punish me.
You could pop a.
Make me act right.
See, there it is. That's it right there. That's it. Make me act right.
Well, stay up.
Not all the time.
Not all the time. No,
annoying, but
yeah.
Just I'm not doing. All right, whatever. Just
there's a lot of chicks that want you to make them act right. That's what she said right there.
Is this what I gotta do to make you act right?
We'll sit your ass right there. We'll sit your ass right there. I'll be back, and I'm gonna get this belt. You better stay right there.
And I'll be like, yes, daddy.
Yes, Bobby. I'll be Spanish real quick.
Right.
I mean, whatever you want.
You could pop her in the butt, though.
Got some latent BDSMs here.
There it is. There it is.
I mean, but the other stuff, I don't know.
What other stuff?
You remember 50 Shades of Grey, right?
There's
a lot.
I know all about that nature, huh?
That movie is bullshit. That East Child, that movie is bullshit.
Well, why would you watch the movie? The book is way better.
The movie's bullshit.
That's for most movies. Don't they say that for most movies?
The movie's gonna be bullshit for entertainment, but it takes some of the actual situations, and they entertain it from there. They pull from actual situations. That's what most of your movies are about, anyway.
Of course.
So they're gonna take that part and they're gonna make it very entertaining, make it exciting. 3 and a half weeks, 2.5 weeks with Mickey Rourke. Remember that movie?
Look at the record sales. Well, not record sales. Look at the sales on 50 Shades of Grey. There's a lot of women that's into being dominated and spanked. Now, listen, the black woman is no different. That's what I've been trying to. I've been trying to get this through you niggas' heads. They want to be dominated. God damn it!
See, this is what I'm talking about. You chronically strawmanning. Why would you assume that?
I'm not talking to you, game changer. I'm talking to these niggas.
You niggas. All right.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Not every woman is into it, but some
not every
you into it.
Not every woman is into it, but I'm gonna tell you a story that took place when I was with another female in the Pleasure Chest, which is an X-rated store. So these young girls come in.
Oh, that's a cute name.
That's what it's called, though. The Pleasure Chest is on Santa Monica. So it's either Melrose or Santa Monica. Anyway, we going in there. So I'm getting something so I can play with her with, just to mess around. So we go in there. There's a white dude in there. So some sisters coming in, some young sisters. They had to be like 18, 19, 20, 21. So you could tell the younger sisters, they were trying to play the role as the male. So the one female came out. She was like, I would like to be spanked. And we're in the middle of the store now. So the female I'm with is looking at me like, So this white dude takes the one of the whips and he cracks it with it. And it's like, when he cracked it with it, I looked, I said, motherfucker didn't know what he's doing. So the woman I with was like, well, like I said, excuse me. I got the cat of nine tails with the knots on it. And then when she bent over, she said, okay, you could give it a shot. I said, all right. Where the crease, where the leg and the butt is, where sometimes the vagina sticks out the lips, that is an erogenous zone. I took a crack between that. That girl damn near squirted on herself. She jumped up and was rubbing on herself in the middle of the store. Let's go right now.
Once again, Chowhound, we talked about this before. The cat of nine tails is not made for accuracy. You told this story before, and I have to say, brother, I can't imagine a person hitting the tank with the cat of nine tails.
I did.
No,
I did
the
it.
The cat of nine tails rip flesh. What you mean?
No,
I did it.
No, it depends. It depends. I know what you're talking about.
I did it though.
Metal is in it, but there
was a bunch of witnesses there. And the old girl that was with me got pissed off.
A what a nine what?
It's what it is a whip that got knots in it.
Listen, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, especially with one try. I am gonna say it sounds overwhelmingly ridiculous.
But it's not, because it happened. There's witnesses to this. That's the whole problem. There's witnesses in the X-rated store to this, including a female that I used to talk to that was with me that got pissed off because she felt I was showing attention in another direction. But I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about what I could do with that whip.
I kind of like
the pride is good for accuracy. Just
for the sake of your argument, GC, for the sake of your argument, let's say that I got a lucky shot in there.
Okay.
But
listen,
where the crease is,
if you say I'm not calling you a liar. If you say it happened, it happened. I am gonna say don't try it at home, people, because the cat of nine tails is not built for accuracy.
It happened. That's what I can tell you. It happened. It happened.
So I don't understand why it's not accurate though, GC.
It's designed for a broader area, not precision.
But this was narrow. This was a narrow. This isn't. Okay, I'm understanding. I've seen the actual one is wider and bigger. This wasn't made like the actual one. This is like a miniature, a broke down version, a miniature version of it.
No, last time you showed me on the computer. I know what you're talking about.
But I showed you, but it was not a big one. It was no more than about maybe 4 feet, 4 to 5 feet long. Because you got the handle's about a foot and a half, almost 2 feet long, just the handle.
So here, and that's why it's not accurate, Melody. So it's not a single whip, like what you're probably picturing is like a bull whip or something like that. It's not a single whip. It actually is broken into 9 smaller whips, which makes it very difficult to wield. And because it's not a straight It's not a straight whip. You know, there's intricacies in it that makes it harder to maneuver. The knots in it, it's very difficult.
Right. But is it possible that it could have happened?
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to call Chauhan a liar. If you say it happened, it happened. I'm just saying I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't try aiming like that with a cat of nine tails. The pride is better.
Right.
Oh yeah, BDSM lifestyle.
So how long have you been in that lifestyle, Chauhan?
In and out. I'm out of it. I've been in monk mode since June 2012. So
Now, do you say Black women are heavily involved in it?
well, the ones I've seen a number of them. There's a number of them.
This is like this.
I spanked the last one I was with. and hey, the one y'all seen with the black whip, with the black lipstick, that one there, I spanked her too also. So there's something that's in it.
This is awful.
What's awful?
This looks like it hurt.
It hurt good though.
It depends. See,
it's made for the back. If you're looking at it, Red, it's made for the back. To me, I use it.
It's the butt. It's the buttocks and the back. It's the crease between the buttocks and the legs and the buttocks.
I don't aim for creases. Yeah, to me, that's a general. The cat of nine tails is just like a general broad.
Hey, Melody, can you share what I sent you in the Gmail?
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. I lost connection. Why don't you put it in your screen? Put it on your screen and I'll share it. You heard me?
Yeah, I heard you. Okay.
Yeah, put it up. I'll share for you.
Just taser. That'll work.
Taser? Oh, you like electrical?
Yeah.
I've seen women take them little tips and get them little shocks on that doggone clit and on their doggone nipples. Now I've seen that. That's all part of that.
Use that also on your face. Just to let you know.
I don't mess.
They wasn't tripping about the face. It was like on the nipples and the clit.
I like getting bit. I'm into that shit.
What the hell?
Yeah, I like. You know how niggas
come on,
be mad?
We being real. We being real here.
I'm being real.
Like,
you know,
does anyone like nails?
Yeah, well, a little bit. I like it. Like
I got a big scratch. I got a big ass scratch mark on the back of mine. It's proof. I mean, it's a.
Oh yeah.
What the hell they use?
Nails before.
It almost was like, y'all seen that finger piece on that finger with that little nail on the end, that little piece on that fingernail? The one that seen the picture?
I'm trying to think.
Ray, you seen that, Ray? You seen it? I think Melody saw it too.
Your ass has showed so many damn pictures, dude.
Nigga,
it was with something like that.
I like when
I got scratched with something on it. I got scratched with something like that. And I got the mark on my back. It's back there.
Yeah, I like when a chick bite on the erection. Niggas don't like teeth. I kind of like
what
that.
The hell? I like that.
Nigga,
that takes away. To me, it takes a little of the fun away.
No, well, I understand, but like when it's rock, that shit's stimulating.
No, man. They giving head and that teeth cramp down behind the head where the skin. I'm like, oh hell no.
I understand.
They chomp down that shit. I'm like,
I know. I said I know niggas complain about it, but I like a little bit of teeth, not like bite down, like teeth on that shit.
You like it grazed. You like it grazed. It's not my thing.
Yeah, some shit. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask a funny question. How many of you guys like your nipples sucked and licked?
I used to not like that shit, but I got over it.
Like that.
That shit made me feel like a bitch. I felt like a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, that made me feel like a bitch.
Why you have to do it where you don't make them feel like,
That shit tickled me. It had me laughing.
Yeah.
That's like when she took a tongue and was licking my. I had to laugh
If you
my ass
have
off.
hair on your nipples, please get rid of that shit. Please.
Wax
It's
them, wax them.
wax that shit.
Or
Do
on your
something with
balls
that.
too.
We do
On your
not.
balls
I do
too.
not like hair. Like,
How about like hairy legs and arms and
no,
chest?
I mean, yeah, it's like not too hairy.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm not
I'm
into.
the
Yeah.
opposite. I like a
I'm an
hairy
esthetician.
man.
I will wax that shit right now.
You like a hairy what, Melody?
I like him. I like my men hairy.
You like him like 40-year-old
Hey, ain't
virgin
nothing wrong with
hairy?
that.
Nothing wrong with that.
You remember that movie?
Wait, what
He got
happened?
waxed. You like a 40-year-old virgin hairy? You remember when he got waxed? Like
Oh
cute
yeah, I
hairy.
remember that. I don't
That was
mind.
OD though.
I don't mind that. I don't mind a
I
little
ain't gonna lie. Hey, I like the
I'm
hairy
not a
box
fan.
too. I like the hairy box on a woman. I love a hairy
Okay,
box.
that's OD. That's
Man,
OD.
What's
You
that?
said the
hold
hairy
on.
box?
Hold on. What you say, boy? Blasphemy. What you?
That's OD.
Hey, I like a hairy box. It's
Why?
feel nice. I like
Why?
the
I want to
hair
know the logic. Why do you like it?
because that shit looks sexy. You got to look back at them old pictures
Huh?
back in the 60s and 70s.
So
If it
child
was
That
house.
shit looks sexy to me.
So child house.
You got to understand, I'm old school. You got to understand
Bro.
nigga,
So
that
you
shit.
had
thinking now. You
hair.
got to understand it.
So you had hair on your T-bud.
Oh,
Yeah, it's happened.
We're
It's
talking about
happened. I ain't gonna lie. It's
1979
happened.
Jet magazine.
Oh yeah, you gonna get hair
yeah,
in your mouth.
no. Chow
They
How
didn't
old are
get,
you?
yeah.
You don't mind?
65.
He's 65, so he's old school.
I mind.
Ain't gotta be
shit.
old school
That's
to
gotta
eat
go.
pussy.
I
I ate a bitch pussy when it was a little hairy. I had hair on my teeth. That
But
shit
No,
happened.
but I mean, when Child came of age, that's all that was out there.
Oh, okay. I'm
Like
just
There was a
hair.
lot of hairy ass. There was some man. I seen all kind of hairies, dude. Long straight hair, wavy hair,
yeah.
curly hair,
You're not
spring
seeing
coiled
it.
hair. That's like a spring coil.
Yeah. They had two forms of
Jumbo,
afros. Yeah.
Spring coil hair.
That's too much. Oh my
Oh
god.
shit. I
I
want to
like,
know.
you know how I like mine? I like mine wax, Brazilian, nothing there.
I was gonna ask you. You
Exactly.
should laying
All
down,
mine.
Melanie. You should lay down, or is it like spring
My
coil?
shit is gone. It's
Oh,
gone.
ain't nothing
I have
there.
I have nothing there.
That's what's up. She got that. That shit licorice. It's like when you. It's like it's slide,
Yeah, it's
and
just
then
smooth.
it's smooth as fuck. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. It's like,
That's
and then
it.
yeah, you don't leave like the fucking landing strip there sometimes.
No, I don't like the strip. I just like it bald.
Okay, I understand that. That's how most
Same.
chicks keep it though. Most chicks
Mhm.
keep
It's
it just
easier
like that.
too. I don't have to worry.
Exactly. Easier to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put what I was trying to send you. I put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Because I'm trying not to. I'm scared. I'm
Hey,
gonna
Melly, I
lose.
gotta head out.
All right. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Take
It is
care.
getting
She got
late.
that.
Oh, it's been 3 hours.
Damn, sure have.
Yeah, it's getting late. I'm gonna share this and then I have to like take it down because it is getting late. What is this? Could someone else click on that? Because I don't want to lose my I'm scared to click on it.
Me too.
Click on what?
No, you'll be fine. Click on the thing in the private chat that Rayhan will put there.
It's probably gonna take me out, but I'll click on it.
Okay, come back up if it does.
Yeah, that's the size.
Can
I
y'all
rock with
see
that.
it?
Let me see.
Can y'all see it?
Share your screen with me.
How can I do that? How can I share my screen?
I think.
Oh, young East scams.
What I do?
Rihanna, why don't you just share it?
I'm on my phone right now because I'm doing something else on my laptop.
Oh, that's why. Okay, let me just try. Hold on.
Oh man, this thing got me. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, my phone had tripped out. It took me into another Facebook, so I might be out. Can you still hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't took me out yet. This is so crazy. How can I get back in the stream? I'm out the stream. I'm on my
What are we? What you trying to share?
No, I was trying to share this little clip, basically showing that this is the size of the woman, that I like, and I can't go past this. Going past that is just too much.
Oh, yeah, this thick ass white girl. I just clicked it.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's not normal in the white community. That's some dirt. That bitch dirt. Is it real? You sure
Yeah,
that's real?
I've seen a bunch of girls like that, or close to it. Yeah.
She must be foreign. That might be a foreign chick right there.
An exotical?
No, well,
I don't
white
know what
girl.
the fuck that means. I think it just sounds silly.
I don't even know how to. I was gonna share it, but I don't know how the fuck to do. Oh wait, hold on.
Fucking straight.
Share that shit. Share screen.
Oh wow, this is a trip. I'm back in the show. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I thought I was totally out. That's it. That's it.
Is that mine? Yeah, that's mine. Yeah. Yeah, this thick ass white look right here, man.
The myth of order of, in other words, we're always trying to protect a particular order.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, that right there. Yeah.
Yeah, you see small weight. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
GC left. He would have said she was fat.
Yeah, I don't know why he does that though. Like,
I mean, because not all big girls are fat.
Now that's true, but you could remember we had the big argument, and then Jessica X looked it up when I was talking about the small waist and the booties and the titties, and you're not necessarily fat when you got a build like that, when it's solid, and he didn't agree. There was him and a couple other people on the panel that night, they didn't agree. But Jessica broke it down and did actually a research on that. She looked it up.
Yeah.
But they did not take my take on that, because I've seen women that were not fat, but they were solidly built like that, had that booty out there, that small waist, titties.
Right.
I mean, hey, they wasn't fat. They were just thick, and that was real.
Yeah, Game Changer he know that shit. He be capping. He agree. He be capping his ass off.
No, I think he just has his own preference and opinion.
Yeah, but to say that's fat, like OD, like that's obesity, I'm like, come on, nigga. Like, you be doing too much.
Overweight, maybe. Maybe she's overweight, but she still looks good.
In the ass. But that's the thing. Dudes don't think that's
I
overweight.
I could pick that up in the air with no problem. Turn her upside down and all that. You hear me?
Melody, you see a lot of her weight is in the ass, right?
Yeah, she's thick. Definitely thick, in my opinion.
And dudes would be like, and then Gay would be like, oh, she's fat. Well, that's how some women are built.
She'll catch her share of dudes though. There's a share of dudes that'll go after that. Trust me.
Share, nigga.
A whole fleet. A whole fleet.
Because what a lot of things what they don't talk about is like how a lot of these sisters, like these big sisters, how they getting approached by these small little Latin men. Not Latin men like big women, but you don't talk about that. Nobody really gets into that subject.
They like them thick a little bit.
Yeah, they don't get in that subject. The brothers talk about the brothers, but see, when you talk where the sisters open up, they don't even talk about that aspect of how they getting approached in that area, and they be like pushing them guys off. Hell, if you want somebody that's gonna worship you, hell, someone may be crazy, but damn, might be a good chance to go off in that direction.
Yeah,
right.
Especially if you're getting that attention.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, Young East, for the super chat.
Yeah.
He says, "Here you go. Thank you. I appreciate you."
Mm-hmm.
And any final thoughts on the topic? Because I'm about to shut down. I'm already at the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, since I ain't gonna prolong it any further. I will say something, but I'm good. Just basically, women, don't show this so masculine, face, being all, just resting bitch face, make it a point to practice, in being a feminine woman, because it's widely known, of these women being so masculine and trying to fight men and all that. So therefore, with that being, at such a great rate, you need to put it in the focus to being more feminine.
But Ray,
By all means.
yeah, but Ray, they got to be taught though, man, because a lot of women have not been taught, and they follow behind what they've seen or how they grown up. Some of them picked up that basketball that was tomboyish. A lot of that was going on, and it's something that you just something it's just there, and you got to turn around and you have to teach a woman. Some of them need to be taught. They need to be, I wouldn't say trained, but they have to be made aware of hey, this is not the way. Some of them just gonna say F you. This is how I learn, this is how I come up, and that's where your attitude come in at. You trying to change, I'm gonna be me. If this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. And it not realizing the positions, how it's been juxtaposed and changed, they're not thinking about that. And I'm honestly in the mindset of thinking that maybe we have went past the point of no return in some aspects. Well, there can't be any change.
I think the manosphere is not going to have any effect
Right.
whatsoever.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think, like, dudes talk about all this female behavior need to be corrected, but it doesn't matter how much niggas talk about it. They're not going to change that shit. And the thing is, they're trying to be like, it's the street culture. It's taking over. They're trying to be hard like dudes. That's what like niggas mean mug each other all the time.
I think it's gonna backfire though, and then like I think it's because for every action there's an opposite or equal reaction. You know what I mean? So it's gonna have to be countered at some point.
You mean it's gonna come to a head?
It's already countering. Like dudes is leaving and shit. Like it's already countering a little bit.
Facts. I mean, you got Taraji P. Henson begging black men to come back. So
wait, she was weird.
Black man, we need you back or something. I don't know.
Oh man, I need to link to that. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll do a show on that.
We begging them to come back. You know.
Well, send me that link. I'll do a show on that.
I don't know. I think I heard it. I don't know if it actually.
Well, also, Melody, I've seen just a little clip of whatever because I was doing my own live when GC was going live earlier. He showed it, the interview that Amira did with Crimson Cure. So I think that's something that you could expound upon too on your stream. You can make a stream of that.
Hey, I got another idea, and Ray and I talked about this before, but I've seen Coach Greg Adams do it. Book of Alpha Romany, he actually got in more depth with it. Greg didn't get as deep as Alpha did, and that's dealing with the sisters, how they turn into witchcraft, dealing with the guys, and then doing spell casting.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
You can't mess around with stuff like that because it will come back and bite you. The thing is that you can't fuck around with that shit because you never know how someone ranks spiritually. You don't know what their ancestors, you know what I mean? Like their ancestors. Yeah,
that's true. You got a point there. You got a point. But see, it's being used on a lot of the brothers. From what a sister, he used I got to find that. He didn't say where he got the video from, but it's a sister that posted. And she says, I've been in a room where there was hundreds of sisters and they putting pictures up of these guys and they putting curses on them and casting spells. And she said, don't watch when you eat spaghetti because they be putting a period in the spaghetti and anything red. They were talking about all of that. That's blood casting. That's blood spells. Those are blood spells.
Yeah, they made it. They made a video about that Taraji P. Henson begging black men. You just YouTube it. This video, she must have said it. I'm about to look at this shit.
Wait, is it recent? Was it recent?
2 months ago. A couple months ago.
She brought that up too.
We begging black men to come back. So it's already in the works. And then also like the dresses that because I'm in fashion, or I study fashion, whatnot. I see that more like the clothes are becoming more modest. It's covering up more. It's just
really,
it's coming down the pipeline. There's this designer Bathsheba, if I'm not mistaken. She makes clothes like kind of like it's modest. They cover everything, but it's really cute, kind of trendy. Not my style, but I think it's definitely it shows the what's coming down the pipeline.
Funny, Bathsheba was an adulterer in the Bible. That's crazy. But yeah,
hell, look what Solomon did.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about doing
He's just as bad, not worse.
I'm thinking about doing a live stream about that too, where I'm going to expound up on that, getting into the artifacts that they use. You know, watch out for certain necklaces that they wear. You know, to be able to identify, like, you know, hey, that you're dealing with a witch, and then turn the other way.
They'll be streaming. I don't ever see nobody streams though. Like, mad people got channels, I never see it. Like, I ran into
go to the book of Alpha Romany. He talks. Go to the book of Alpha Romany's page. You're gonna see he's specific. He got into it heavier than Greg Adams did. Greg Adams talked about it. He did it real light. Alpha Romany got into it deep, and he even posted that video of that sister that was talking about that. Yeah. She said they got these chat groups on Facebook and other places where they're in these rooms casting these spells, and then she's telling the brothers stop screwing these women over because you having these car accidents and all kinds of stuff. She starts talking about stuff that's happened to people. Yeah. Like the accidents been happening and all of that. She said that's all part of because somebody put a spell on it. Not always necessarily an accident. It's because of what you did. And I thought about something. I was like, God dang, that could have been some shit that happened to my ass.
Easily.
Boy, I'm glad I'm covered by the Most High, and He gave me a good enough
That's
sense,
what he's talking about.
And He gave me a good enough common sense, damn it, to leave these hippos alone.
That's one of the things he was talking about, Ray, being covered by the higher power, being covered. That's what you're talking about.
She said it on the BT Awards. Okay. I think that's what she said it.
Yeah.
Oh, on the BT Awards? Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna check that out too. But Melody, thanks for having me on. It was good talking to y'all.
Thanks for coming. I really appreciate you all. Peace.
Yes.
Peace.
Take care, Ray.
All right, bro. Peace, y'all.
I'm shutting
Take care.
All right.
Peace.
We'll see you.
I'll talk to you guys on the next show.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. I appreciate you, Melody.
I would like to see you guys more.
Absolutely.
Well, not Chowhound, but you, Sexy Red. I would like to see you more.
Well, wait a minute. No, not me.
Chowhound, you here all the time with me, and I appreciate you. So come. I want you to keep doing what you're doing and keep coming to my channel. But I'm saying,
that's
like,
no
for
problem.
Sexy Red. Yeah, but
that's right.
My schedule is a lot better now. So, like with school and everything, I could do nothing.
Right, exactly.
When is the next show coming up, Melody?
Probably next week. I don't want to overdo it.
All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, subscribe to my channel, y'all. Chowhound Life on a Budget. I'm talking about a little bit stuff here and there and the car culture, survival stuff, all of that. I'm talking about a little bit of everything. I'm even planting
can you leave your link?
Your link. Right?
I don't know how to do the link.
Well, just type it in.
Go to your page and then copy the link in the browser.
How am I going to do it without getting kicked out of the how would I be able to do that without getting kicked out of this?
Wait, let me try to do it. Stay where you are. Let me try to do it. I'm gonna go to his channel. Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. Okay, you guys there?
Yep.
Okay, and there, I just posted the link.
Cool. All right, thanks.
Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to Chowhound, Life on a Budget. He has some good content. Then we also have Ray Hanma. Subscribe to him. And we have Sexy Red. Subscribe to her. Drop your link to
just type my name
Red.
in there.
Yeah, just type her name how it is. Was it?
I subscribe to your Sexy Red. I got you.
Oh, thank you.
Because I was looking at the Call of Duty and you got shot up.
Real funny.
When I saw the red blotches, I said she getting toasted.
Look,
and you said,
I didn't say I was good.
Hey, you was like, oh, that was a tank.
Oh God!
I said, you lucky the doggone thing didn't shoot a doggone load over there at you,
Look,
blew you out.
I am so masculine when I play. Oh man, it's awful. It's agony watching me play. I hate playing.
I love Battlefield. I love Battlefield more than Call of Duty.
Was it Sexy Red? What?
Sexy
Sexy
Red.
Red. What's the number?
38.
38. There you go. Hold on.
Let me
trying to get
I
your
can put my
channel.
link in there. Oh,
Yeah, put your link as well. Oh, you have a show coming up.
Yeah.
At 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I see it coming up. So you can drop your link. I'll drop it too.
Thank you.
Welcome. So subscribe to these channels, guys.
Thank you so much. This was fun. I had a good time.
Me
We had
too.
fun on the panel. Goodness.
Too bad I got in late because my job. Because when I've been on Fantastics and even got on Ray's when he did a stream and they start calling from the job and that just teased me off. But I got to deal with I had to keep jumping off. So it's hard for me to do it during the day, even until I get off of work, which is around 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Because they calling me from the buildings and I got issues I got to deal with. And sometimes I got to do reports in the evening and what happened here? What happened there? We need to send this out. And, they start to give me the work assignments for the next day. And it's like, all right, I got to deal with this.
Yeah.
Because all the complaints come in from the tenants and stuff. So I have to start building my list so I can get out and get the work done.
That's why I decided to do nails. So I don't have to do paperwork or think too much. It's actually working out. I love it.
I would love to have you do my nails, but you probably way on one side of the country and I'm over here on the West Coast.
Yeah, I am.
See, because I would love to give business to anybody, like any brothers or sisters that I can give business to that do good work. I'm willing to give them business. I'm willing to give them business.
I contacted this veteran business that they'll help you, develop your business plan or whatnot, or go over it because I already have it pretty much done. But they'll help consult me in starting my small business. So that's going to be pretty interesting.
See, the thing is, I'm already in the family business that I'm running.
Yeah.
And it's like my mind would be like, I need to make more money. And it's like, it's not even enough. 100,000, 200,000, whatever. It goes back down, up and down.
That's how men are. That's just a go-getter.
It's like, I got to make more. So it's like, I was thinking when Amtrak talked about hiring, I'm like, look, I work at night. My sister, what the hell is wrong with you? You coming to work the next day, because I did that before, working 8 hours at night and then coming to the business, and I'll be wore out. But I kept doing it until they had to take me to the hospital for exhaustion. I love working. See, I was raised to work. Yeah. And that's what I love doing. I can't stay at home.
That's how my father was. He worked 7 days a week.
I can't stay at home. I gotta work
an hour or two early. Every day.
Yep. I used to love working, getting up and getting out of the door 4 something, 3 something, and getting to work at 5 a.m. and getting off at 5:30 in the evening and working 12 hours. I used to love that. I used to ride from LA, Compton area, all the way up to Santa Barbara when I was working for American Airlines. And then when I got laid off for that and then got picked up the job in San Diego to work at Grumman Aircraft. That was in between the time that Lockheed laid me off. And then when Lockheed called me back, I worked for a few years. But the one thing I hated, I made good money with Lockheed and the aircraft and all that, but the jobs just didn't last long and they broke the unions up. Mm-hmm. So that's the only thing that hurt, because I figured that I was going to get out, work at LAX or work at one of the corporations, and I'll have a job for the rest of my life. But that's not how life goes when it comes to aircraft and money and economy and things like that. They lay people off, call you back, lay you off, call you back. You work in defense contractors, then
I gotta go. Thanks, Melody.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. I can keep going on and on.
I know that's right. But next time, we'll be on next time.
All right,
guys. Peace.
Peace. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.